What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Moviegoers live show. I've been having such a great time doing this. I think we're on episode 17 now. Holy crap, you guys! We're almost at episode 20. I've been I've been doing this for a while, but hey, you know what? The more the merrier, I guess you could say, when it comes to the show. And because I have a returning guest tonight, it's front and center in the thumbnail. Since I have a returning guest tonight, it is a normal Q&A night. So we just be talking about random movies or anything that you guys have questions about with us. And by meaning us, you guys in the chat. And also my special guest here tonight, Lily. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing great. I'm glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back. It was so fun last time.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's always going to be a blast, like getting new people and also returning guests back onto the show. Like that's what's the magic about this.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, this will be a fun night, you guys. So again, just fire in your questions all along, and we will answer them as we go along. So it should be a fun time. So
yes.
How has your day today been, my friend?
Oh, it's been good. I went to work, as you do. I got home, had some Chipotle, just living my best life.
Nice.
How was your day?
A little long, but you know what?
Yeah.
I actually was able to get some stuff done. Like I had to pick up some branches around my yard. Yeah, because I don't like doing it, but it had to be done. Yeah, it has to be done. Watched a few movies, and yeah. That was pretty much my day in a nutshell. But I also, for some dinner, I actually had something good. I had some tacos. So
okay.
Yeah, my mom cooked some tacos, and
yum.
Yeah, I mean, because I love tacos, I had to do 3 tacos. Like I love tacos.
So we had like similar meals for dinner.
Yeah, but mostly I mostly just do taco and cheese, shredded cheese mostly, but sometimes like whenever I go to Taco John's or Taco Bell or anything like that, I'll get the lettuce. Like because sometimes that's better. I mean when I go to Jimmy John's, I always get my sandwich with lettuce. So because it's actually good.
A nice texture.
Yeah, and also I don't really do mayo that much, but with a Jimmy John's sandwich, I can barely even taste it. So
yeah.
It's like, you know what? Add some of that texture. Like
just add it on.
Yeah, like who cares? Just add it.
Right.
So, but I'm kind of plain, so I mean, just don't judge, I guess.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, yeah. Let's see. Got a couple comments. Drew is in here, always being supportive of the channel. What's going on, Drew?
Hi, Drew.
And Charles Clayton, what is up, man? Thank you for being here as always as well. And so yeah, guys, again, this is a Q&A session, so fire in your questions down in the chat. We will get to them as soon as we can. So, but yeah, today's been a good day. Again, watch some movies, so that's always a good thing in my book. Like getting to watch some movies. Like,
yeah, I love getting to watch movies at home. Nothing better.
And also, but of course, the better experience is in the theater. Like,
yes,
always.
That is true. But I guess what I should say is rewatching movies at home.
That is true, actually.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it kind of started out a little bit iffy for me, like when I was watching some movies. I mean, well, the first one I watched was a movie called Two Guns with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg, which it's a fun movie. It's not bad. I mean, I like it. I mean, Washington and Wahlberg work well together.
Yeah.
So,
is that an older movie?
It actually came out 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, but in August, I think it's August 2nd, it's going to be the film's 10th anniversary.
Wow.
God, yeah.
Time just goes by so quickly.
Yeah, I'm feeling old. Already.
I'll be 26 in August. I'm an elder.
Oh God. Oh no. But But then I watched this movie starring John Leguizamo called Empire, and not to get confused with that TV show Empire.
I know, that's where my mind went to. He
Not to
was
get confused with
in
that.
The Menu, right?
Yep, he was in The Menu.
Okay.
And he also played as what you might call Scrooge in Violent Night. The main villain of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing him in the trailer.
It's like, you have $300 million in your personal vault.
Yeah.
That's what I want for Christmas. I love it. But Empire was not good. Not very good whatsoever. I thought it was pretty boring.
Okay.
So, but the only reason why I watched this is because I had points for Universal All Access Rewards. So I was like, oh, it looks interesting. Check it out. And little did I know, waste of points.
Yeah.
It was a waste.
You live and you learn.
Yeah. But then I redeemed it by watching Megan. Like, because I had not watched that film since the theater.
Mm-hmm.
It still holds up pretty well.
Fun. Yeah.
Very stupid. Like, but the movie knows it's dumb. Like, like that's kind of what I love about that movie is that it knows it's stupid. Like,
right. Like it knows what it's doing. It's self-aware and it works.
And whenever a movie can do that, when it knows it's a B-rate movie, boom.
That's perfect.
You win me over. Like,
right.
And then I rewatched a movie that I don't feel like enough people are talking about anymore. Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, that's a good one. I really like that movie.
The ending is a bit too abrupt, though. Like, it was just it just cuts to black and then title card and then directed by Guillermo del Toro, and I'm like, that's it.
Like what?
But other than that, it's great. Like very tense, very chilling. Like, that's something that Guillermo del Toro knows how to do, and he does it perfectly. But then, of course, if you know me, I had to I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie for the 5th time. Like, I need to
rewatch it.
I need help. Seriously, I really need help.
But I feel like that's like an easy rewatch. Like, you could probably watch it a lot more.
Like, it's so easy to just go back and rewatch that movie. It's like it's an easy hour and a half to spare. I mean, or basically an hour 20 to spare if you really think about it. Because
I love short movies.
Yes, I mean, can movies just go back to that, please?
Right. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's still so fun. Like, and also that's another movie. Like, even despite if the script is not very good, like, it still can pull some easy strings, not just to make me tear up a bit, but also to make me laugh. Like,
yeah,
because honestly, with Luigi when he was in the Darklands when he met Bowser, like, he didn't deserve what he had. He didn't deserve what he got. Like, getting part of his mustache taken off. Ow.
That's cruel.
Like I'm growing a beard myself, and if Bowser just ripped off my beard, I'd be like, ow.
That would really hurt.
Yes.
Luigi.
But also another thing about Luigi, he's not a very good liar. Like, he doesn't lie very well.
Right.
He's too clumsy to lie, and he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he's so clumsy about it.
You couldn't be any more convincing.
So good. And speaking of, if anybody has picked this movie up yet, let us know, because got that steelbook on deck.
You know what time it is?
Yes. There we go. We're matching.
Yay. Twins.
Yes.
And you know what? There's a lot of haters out there who don't like this steelbook. And
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah. And I think I might actually get myself a second copy of this movie. Not the steelbook, to clarify. Not the steelbook. But I'm thinking about getting the Target exclusive copy that has the lenticular slipcover.
Yeah. I
love that slip. Too. So. And plus, it's one of those films where it's like, I love it so much to a certain degree where it's like I want to own multiple copies.
Right.
Like, which I
It's
don't do very often, which I don't do often anymore. Like,
right. Only if a movie's like, like in your top favorites. So.
Or if it's one that you want to watch so much to a certain degree, or you want to show your family. Like,
yeah.
Like I want to show my mom the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I was gonna like when it was my birthday, I was actually going to go see it for a fourth time
Mm-hmm.
to be real, but I went and saw Guy Ritchie's The Covenant instead, which wasn't a bad movie. So I'm like, yeah, it could. Like I'm not mad.
Right.
Like as long as like the film can at least give me a good experience, even if it's like terrible, I'm not gonna regret it. Like,
yeah, like I don't think I'd ever regret seeing a movie unless it's like, I don't know,
unless
like
it's
Blood
like
and Honey, which I still haven't seen yet, but
just
I don't think I'm going to.
just don't. And for anybody that likes that movie more than Cocaine Bear, get out.
Out.
You like seriously, like you think it's that easy to turn off your brain with a movie like Blood and Honey that takes itself so seriously, when clearly you have a film that doesn't take itself seriously and is a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's way more enjoyable because it knows what it is.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
God, look, for some people, I understand why they don't like Cocaine Bear. Like, I understand, but
yeah,
with others that think that think like, oh, like I'm more entertained watching Winnie the Pooh kill people rather than just a bear ingesting cocaine and killing people. Like, what would be more fun? Like, something is more fun. Like, the movie that's more fun is watching a bear eat cocaine and then chasing after people
right.
and pretty much tearing off their limbs, like
It's brutal.
Because he killed that guy in the tree and he ripped his leg off, like,
mm-hmm.
and that was pretty brutal. And I know the fall that he did when he snapped his neck was CGI, like because the way that it was handled.
Yeah,
but I was like, oh god, ow, like that's gotta hurt.
It's still effective. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
like, I'm not going in the woods anytime soon.
Yeah. But if I was like critically speaking, the movie is not great. Like,
right.
But as for someone who loves a good silly B-rate movie that doesn't take itself so seriously, it's my thing. So
yeah. Exactly.
Let's just see. Got some more here. The Read Dave show. Dave's in here. What's going on, Dave? Lance is in here. Says, hey, everyone. They're playing on classic Pac-Man.
Oh, fun.
Waka Waka. I love Pac-Man. Like,
me too.
Can we actually, like, if they were to make a Pac-Man movie, can we please get a movie? Can we please just get a proper one?
Yeah.
Instead
like
of what we got.
Style of like the Mario Brothers movie. Like that would be awesome.
Like, give us that style and not give us what we got in Pixels.
Oh God. yeah.
Okay, I'll admit the Pac-Man scene in Pixels was my favorite part of the movie. Like, because I just love Pac-Man.
Yeah.
But just the rest of the film, it was just an excuse for Adam Sandler just to make a video game movie. Like,
right.
And why is Kevin James the president of the United States?
So stupid.
Can somebody answer me that? Jesus. View with Drew's in here. What's going on? Drew says, here's a humongous question for you guys and everyone in the chat. Who do you think is a better actor, Hugh Jackman or Tom Hardy? You really want to play me like that, huh? Because I love Hugh Jackman so much as Wolverine. Like, I love him as Wolverine.
I don't know.
You really had to do that on me, Drew. Why? Honestly, I think this might give me some hate, but I think I'll go with Hugh Jackman.
That's where I'm. Yeah, I think I agree.
because like I just like mostly his work as Wolverine just like is just I love it. I love him as Wolverine. Like, and fun fact, Russell Crowe was originally supposed to play Wolverine.
Really?
Yeah, but and
Hmm.
I learned this in an interview that he did with Josh Horowitz, like when he was around the time that The Pope's Exorcist was coming out. He passed on it because apparently they show him some art of the character of Wolverine, but it didn't make him think of him. So and he's like, it looks like Hugh Jackman. Like
Oh
it was
wow.
it was the same thing with Baz Luhrmann. Like when he was when he was showing pictures for Australia, he's like, okay, but these drawings don't make me think of me.
Right.
Like it looks like Hugh Jackman.
They
Like
just all look like Hugh Jackman.
like and so I think that's how he kind of got the role in Australia. So
Hmm.
let's see. Bennett like Beckham, Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh God, Zohan. Oh my God. And SpongeBob SquarePants movie are
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie is great. Still holds up.
I love that movie.
It's like I
It's a
haven't
good
watched it.
movie.
I think I watched it like when it was around COVID. I think like, during the
Mhm.
pandemic. I watched it again. That movie still holds up. Like so many years later, like
Yeah,
it
that's
still holds
impressive.
up. Like why can't we just go back to the good old days of SpongeBob? Like
I know. I
I
haven't seen like any of the newer episodes, but
because I've been kind of fatigued of the newer episodes of SpongeBob. Even though I like the new movie that came out a couple years ago, just I've been kind of fatigued of SpongeBob lately.
yeah,
So
nothing will beat the old stuff.
so you saw Spider-Verse, and I got to say I love it more than the first. Little Mermaid, yeah, Little Mermaid was good. I like that movie too,
Still need to see that.
but Spider-Verse was awesome. I loved Spider-Verse.
Hmm.
I think the Steelbook is just fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
He's one of us.
Yes, thank you. That's how I am sometimes. I love to show movies to my family that I love. I need to do that some
Me
more.
too. I love
Like
that.
I think hopefully this week if I can, I am gonna show my mom Renfield. Even
Hmm.
though I literally just watched it yesterday, I don't care. I want to watch it again.
Yeah,
Like it's again just like the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's so easy to watch it.
it really
Like
is. That's how I am like with my mom. Whenever I watch, like I make her watch. Like we have like very similar tastes. So if I get a movie, I like upload the code to Voodoo. I gave her my password. I'm like, just watch everything in my library. And she did. Like it's awesome.
I just don't show my mom like the really artsy movies because I don't want her to get like weirded out or anything. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of my thing. Like if it was like Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm not showing her that movie. Like it's
Oh,
way
it's
too
out there.
obnoxious. Like it is an obnoxious film, but it's good though. It's good.
For sure.
Oh, did a jump. There we go. Hey, movies and trains. What's up, man?
Hi.
Because the Pac-Man stuff in Pixels is awesome. It was good, but then the rest of the movie just falls apart after that. I mean, the Galaga stuff was also pretty good. I mean, I like that too.
Hmm.
But most of the comedy really does not hit in that movie. It's not funny. Like
Yeah, it's like
seriously. Like Josh Gad makes a Magic Mike joke, and I'm like, bro, really? That's the best you could do?
not Josh Gad.
I don't know what. I do not know what happened with that movie. It doesn't even feel like it was even made by Chris Columbus. Like it feels like it was just made by one of Sandler's friends, like that loves to direct movies with him, like Dennis Dugan or something.
Yeah.
Or
It's like
no, might be. Or am I thinking of something else? I have no idea.
a
Moving
I'll
on.
deal with it.
Who who is your guys' least favorite actor or actress?
Oh, I don't know. Do I have a least favorite?
Honestly don't know,
I don't know.
but do 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 do
Hmm.
do. Like this is such a tough question. Like I'm just looking around my shelf trying to figure out one, but it's like
I know I'm on my letterbox. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard because like somebody might have like a role that isn't really suited for them, but I don't know. Like overall, like who would be my least favorite?
right, because it's
That's
like
tough.
I mean, there's actors that don't really give the best performances, but it's not like it's their fault. Like
A lot of it has to do with like the script and everything else, like what they have to work with.
or even the way that the director wants them to deliver the lines.
Yeah, that too.
So I can't really think of that. But if I were to think of favorites though, like favorites would be the easiest.
Yeah, I could do favorites.
Um like I would
I could
definitely
forget everybody.
like Bryan Cranston's definitely up there. Like Bryan Cranston, I love that man with a passion. Tom Hanks, of course. I mean, Tom Hanks is the GOAT. Like, what else do you want from Tom Hanks?
He's given us
Um,
everything.
Yep. And I'll put Nicolas Cage up there for fun. Like, I love Nicolas Cage.
He's a good one.
Um, Ewan McGregor because he is in my favorite movie of all time. So,
Yeah.
which is Trainspotting.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Because of how much like he puts a smile, like these next few actors just put big smiles on my faces. Chris Pratt is definitely one of them. Like Chris Pratt he always puts a big smile on my face no matter what. Like I love that guy. Tom Cruise, most definitely. I mean, who doesn't love Tom Cruise? Like just the stunts he does. Like he sacrifices his whole body for that.
Right. I mean, that's very impressive to do that. That's like a whole other aspect of it.
Like even like with the because if you saw the trailer for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, that motorcycle stunt he had to do a lot of training for that.
I bet.
Like he did like a lot of like ramps and stuff like that, like up for with the motorcycle. Like oh my, and like he just goes off a huge cliff that's like thousands of feet away from the ground. I'm like, oh my,
no.
like I always thought to myself, dude, you're gonna die. Like
that's so dangerous. But I mean, that's that's what he does.
That's Tom Cruise for you.
I'm thinking of a lot of like newer actresses and actors. Like I immediately go to like Timothy Chalamet, Anya Taylor-Joy, Mia Goth.
Why did I forget about Anya Taylor-Joy? Why did I forget that? Here. Yep. if you want like another good comedic actor for me, and he has like one of the best laughs I've ever heard, like from any actor, Seth Rogen. Like,
oh yeah,
I love Seth Rogen. Like,
me too.
A lot of people did not like him as Donkey Kong though, which I don't get. Like he was great as Donkey Kong.
He was the perfect Donkey Kong.
Like even like when I look at the character in the animation, I'm like, I can't really picture anybody else playing that character besides Seth Rogen. Like,
right. I mean, who else is? He has the perfect voice for it, you know.
Even though he's not really a voice actor, though. I mean, he even admits it. Like, and it's like you gotta respect the guy for at least taking the chance to do some voice acting. I mean, he voiced Pumbaa for crying out loud in the new Lion King. Like
that takes talent.
Yes, exactly.
Who else? Florence Pugh. I love
Florence
her.
Pugh. Jenna Ortega. You can't really overlook Jenna Ortega.
I forgot. How did I forget Jenna Ortega? There we go.
Yes.
Who else? Trying to think of more guys that I like. I don't know why the only person who comes into my mind is Timothy Chalamet.
What about Robert Pattinson?
Oh my God, Edward Cullen. I love Robert Pattinson.
I really don't think of him as Edward Cullen anymore. Like those days have come and gone. Like
I will always be, Twilight lover and Twilight defender.
That's fair, but after that performance he gave in the Batman last year, I was like, he's Batman now. Like he's Batman.
Yeah.
Like
I can respect that.
And he is my favorite Batman. Like he's much more grounded in reality than most Batmans were. Like
Yeah, like more.
it,
Yeah, just has like that grit. I really like him in
like
that role.
and plus he doesn't even refer to himself as Batman. Like
He says like I am vengeance.
until he refers to himself as Vengeance. He doesn't even refer that he's Batman. Like
Yeah,
that is such a smart move. Like
because it like separates him. I feel like from all the other Batmans.
yeah, I like I love the Batman. It's so freaking good. Like
I
loved it.
really like that one. Oh, Ethan Hawke. That's a.
I was about to say that. Like I literally was about to say that.
I read your mind.
Yep.
Who else?
And that, but the reason why I also wanted to delve more deeper into Ethan Hawke's filmography was of, the Black Phone.
Black Phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good movie. Like, I honestly I kind of don't get why, there are some people that really hate that movie, and I'm like,
Yeah, people
okay.
despise it.
Like, because then there are some people that are like, Scott Derrickson's not a very good director. Look at Sinister.
Yeah.
Sinister is freaking terrifying, and it will show you that Scott Derrickson is a genius when it comes to horror.
Really?
Oh, speaking of, this gem right here, too, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yep.
Such an underrated movie. No, why does nobody talk about this? So good.
I feel like people just look at exorcism movies now and like just credit all of them, but there's some gems.
Like I really like The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. I thought that was a good movie.
I need to see that because
it's good.
I heard it's like really like it's good, so I need to give it a chance.
It's pretty unique in regards to, in some ways, to the subgenre that you would think it is for any exorcism movie. But the biggest problem with that film is that it's still very, very tropey. Like,
yeah,
to the exorcist genre. But
I mean, I feel like you kind of expect that though. Like, I don't know.
But I can watch that before I rewatch Pray for the Devil. Like, even though I'll admit, I actually did kind of enjoy Pray for the Devil. It was fine. But a lot of people just really hated that movie. And I was like, it's fine. Like, it's nothing terrible. I mean, there's bad things within it, but I don't think it's, like, a bad movie. Like,
yeah, I feel like a lot of the times, like, just movies that are, like, like, they get really blown out of proportion to, like, how bad they are, you know? It's like, there could be a lot worse.
But that doesn't mean like there's like every single movie is just like ranging from okay to good. There is bad movies. Like,
yeah, like there's a spectrum.
Like, I mean Hellboy 2019 exists. So that was bad.
Yeah.
I do
Willem
agree.
Dafoe. That's another good.
Yes, Willem Dafoe. I love freaking Willem Dafoe. I think I could like I'm looking at it. Like this guy was one of my idols growing up in regards to comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Love him. I love Eddie Murphy. Like I was it a donkey fly. Him as Donkey. Like
perfect.
I love him as Donkey. Let's see. I do agree. I would say Hugh Jackman is the better actor, but Tom Hardy is also a phenomenal actor. He's given incredible performances, especially Dark Knight Rises. Warrior, yes, I agree. Warrior is great. And if you guys also love Tom Hardy, check out Lawless. He's also in with Shia LaBeouf.
I feel like I haven't seen any Tom Hardy movies. That might be my problem.
Currently rewatching the original animated Transformers movie. Okay.
Oh.
He's getting prepared to go see Rise of the Beasts. Like
fun.
I got to check it out last Thursday. What a surprise, honestly. That was so much fun. Like
I haven't seen. I saw like the first Transformers with Shia LaBeouf. I think I saw the second one and then totally just fell off.
Oh god, the second one was so bad. It was bad. Like out of like the rest of the sequels, I would say watch Dark of the Moon for sure. I mean, it's definitely a step up from the second one. And
Okay.
what else? Bumblebee was great.
That one
Like
did look good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, thank God it's actually not directed by Michael Bay. Like, it probably would have been a lot worse if it was actually directed by him.
Yeah.
Zach Goller, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? Says if the answer to that question isn't Jared Leto, yeah, you know what?
Oh, for least favorite?
Yeah, for least favorite. Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck Jared Leto. I hate him. Favorite comic book movie or Marvel actor? Favorite comic book movie is the Batman for me. Like, no question.
Yeah, I love the Batman, and I love Margot Robbie. That's another actress I love. Birds of Prey. I really love Birds of Prey.
Again, like, and also that's one of the only times you'll see Ewan McGregor as a villain, playing as Roman Sionis. Oh my God, what a good villain! That was super embarrassing. Like, and then the young girl just is like, I took your ring, and then she pulls it off, and it's like that is a grenade. Like, that is a grenade.
So good.
Let's see. He's bringing up some good ones right here. Johnny Depp. I love that man.
Wait, is he the worst though? I think.
No, this is for favorites, like right here, though.
Oh,
this is for favorites, like right.
I'm still thinking of worst.
I love Johnny Depp so much. Like, again, talk about influences on my childhood. I love Johnny Depp. Like,
yeah, he was in a lot of stuff, like back in the day.
Got another one, Leonardo DiCaprio. Who doesn't love Leo? Like,
he's a national treasure.
Yep, there you go. I will say, A Man Called Otto will be one of the most underappreciated films. It's so good. Like, no one really talks about A Man Called Otto. It's one with it's a remake of a Swedish film called A Man called A Man Called Uva.
Uva, yeah.
And then this one is
book, but I never
this one. It's the same kind of movie, but again but this one has Tom Hanks as the title character.
Mm-hmm. It looks good, and there's a cat in it.
Yep. Why did I forget about Keanu Reeves?
There's so many people that we're forgetting.
I mean, if I could name a actor that has passed, my guy Ray Liotta.
Oh, R.I.P.
I love him. Like I love him. Like, may he rest in peace. Like,
yeah.
God, even when I saw Cocaine Bear in theaters, like when I was watching that movie, like there were times where I was starting to get teary-eyed because of how much I missed the man. Like,
and then at the end, when because doesn't it say like in memory of Ray Liotta? Like,
yeah, and he has some and honestly, he has some of my favorite lines in the movie. Like,
he was funny.
like calm down. He's safe at home watching TV. What? How long has he been alone? You left him with me. Do I look like Daddy Daycare Center to you? Alden Ehrenreich was so freaking funny in that movie. Like,
that was a funny movie.
Yeah, especially like when the bear takes a nap on him. Oh my God, I die laughing every time. Like, it's so not. Funny. He's just like, it's not moving. I think it died. It died on top of me.
Top of me.
Like, if a bear was taking a nap on me and it wouldn't even move, I'd be like, did it just die on top of me? And then this is the funniest line of the entire movie. Like, this is a line I never forget. It's like, the bear is a girl. Well, how do you know that? Because its vagina's on my ear. It's like, so my. Pretty vulgar when you take it out of context. Like,
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Another Twilight one. Taylor Lautner.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I don't know. His career was pretty short-lived.
It was short, yeah.
Because after the Twilight movies, he did Abduction, which was also terrible.
So bad.
And then he ruined his career even more with Grown Ups too. Like, playing as like playing as like the most annoying teenager you could possibly imagine. Like he's so freaking annoying in that movie. Oh, he only got through the first one. Okay,
Okay.
I'll
I
move
will
on.
do a whole episode.
Okay, move on. Let's move on. The Blues Brothers is another movie I love. I love the scene with James Brown. Blues Brothers is a classic. Like, great movie right there. Yes, great movie. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Here's a good question for you. Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh, Team Edward.
All day. Like
all day. All day.
Let's see. Cam Cross Comics, really? I wouldn't say it's overrated. Like, I've watched that movie so many times.
I think it's underrated. Nobody talks about it.
It's like one of those movies that everybody talked about back when it came out, and then it's just like
nothing.
Gone. Yeah. It's kind of the same with Cocaine Bear. No one's really talking about it anymore. Like,
no. Because it was kind of like a meme movie. Like when it came out, everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
Same thing with Megan.
And with
Megan was the same. It blew up on TikTok, and then it was just like, "Nope, not talking about it again."
Yep.
Zach, I hate you. I hate you.
No.
Please, just avoid that movie at all costs. It's the worst film ever made. Like.
And isn't the director is like a predator, isn't he? Like, ew.
To clarify, that was the first one without Victor Salva.
Okay.
So he didn't direct it, but they got a whole new crew, which was intriguing.
Yeah.
But they only had one set to film on throughout the entire thing. They could not film outside. It was entirely in green screen.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Thanks, Zach, for making me relive that day. It's going to sound absolutely insane, but I still... What are you doing?
Do you want to know something more insane?
What?
I've never seen any John Wick movies. I'm sorry.
Those are some of the best action movies ever. Like,
I know.
They're so fun.
They're on my watch list, I promise.
Yeah, if there's one that I think that might be your favorite, it might be Chapter 2, or either Chapter 2 or Chapter 4. Like,
okay, even numbers.
Well, Chapter 1's great as well. Like, the first one is an incredible movie. Like, it was such an out of nowhere movie that just instantly catapulted into a great franchise. Like, it was such a consistent action franchise.
Yeah, because you don't get that a lot. Usually, it's like the sequels aren't, as good.
Like, they're just the same thing.
Yeah.
But with John Wick, I mean, even in the fourth one, you see it in the trailers, you get to see him kill somebody with nunchucks. How is that not awesome? Like, that is just awesome. How do you know? Funny. Hold on.
Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Gotta love how Taylor Lautner sold out to Happy Madison and threw his career. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. He completely destroyed his career again with Grown Ups 2. Like,
it's so funny that his wife is also Taylor Lautner. They have the same name.
That's so weird. Like,
it's really weird. I feel like that's his new claim to fame.
Let's see. What? Face the truth, man. It's terrible. It's so terrible.
It's not good.
An underrated movie is Tom Hardy's Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. Well, they're fun, but they're stupid. Like, they're so stupid. Like, I tried to do the Megan dance. Oh, God.
I need to do the Megan dance.
I can't do it because I can't, do somersaults or anything like that. I can't do it.
Yeah, that might be a challenge.
Well, she didn't even do a somersault. She just did, a normal flip.
Yeah. Never mind. I can't.
I can't,
I'm not.
If I could do a flip, though, I'd have to, bounce on my back and then do a flip.
Yeah, it wouldn't be graceful if I tried to do it.
Yeah. Dave is not happy with you about John Wick. He is not happy.
I'm sorry. I
We
promise
don't.
I will watch them sometime.
So many movies, so little time, as my buddy Zach would say. So
It's too much. Like I can't keep up.
there's a lot going on. So I mean,
There's a
we all
lot
have
going
lives. So
right. I'm doing my best.
let's see. I'm so happy my copy of John Wick 4 came in today. It's coming out tomorrow. So
Fun.
I'm. I think I might be picking it up Friday. So we'll see. Let's see. Venom isn't a favorite of mine. It's absolute schlock, but it's absolutely schlock. But I love. I don't get it, dude.
I'm so confused.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta text my brother back. All right. Hold up. Just gotta wait for the text to deliver. Okay. Text delivered. All right. Back to the. And now we're back to your regularly scheduled programming. Let's see. Who do you think is worse, Taylor Lautner or Hayden Christensen? Taylor Lautner, easily. Because I mean, Hayden Christensen did try in the Star Wars prequels as Anakin Skywalker, but honestly, with some of his latest films, he was in the movie called Outcast with Nicolas Cage, which was that was bad.
Oh no.
But I mean, let me see. Hold up. Okay. There we go. Okay. Again, just had to respond. Respond to some texts. So.
No worries.
Seeing The Flash this weekend. I don't know when I will be seeing that. Probably Sunday for Father's Day, because my dad grew up with Michael Keaton Batman, so it's like I have to take him to see it.
I forgot Father's Day was this weekend. Whoops.
Whoop-de-doo.
Gotta get my dad something.
That might be actually my his Father's Day gift from me, is taking him to see The Flash. Like
1 year for Father's Day, I think I took my dad to see like Cars 3 or something, and it was so cute and fun. That was a good memory.
Yeah, but looking back on it though, it's not good. Honestly, I don't really like the Cars movies. Honestly, like the first one is fine, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But 2, it's like, oh my god, 2 is terrible.
It's
like
so funny. Like when I was younger, when Cars came out, I was obsessed with Cars. Like I don't know why. I loved it so much. I would watch it all the time.
Yeah, but I honestly now that I'm in my 20s,
Yeah.
I honestly can't really watch those movies again. Like, because they're very childish, honestly. Like when it comes to like the dialogue, the jokes. They're way too kiddie for me. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even though I do watch a lot of animated films because I'm a sucker for them, but it's just they either have to be like of characters that I enjoy, or obviously like the Super Mario Brothers movie. Even if they're basically kind of kiddie jokes, I could still have fun with it because it's Mario. Like,
right. Like it's that nostalgia factor, you know?
Yes. And like sometimes with films like that, it's hard to go back to revisit it once you get older.
Right. And then it's like, oh, this is kind of cringy.
Yeah, because it's like you're so subjected to watching so many movies that like you're subjected to yourself to like watch so many like scary movies or something. Like,
yeah.
Like you're subjecting yourself to watch, like you're watching Like you're watching Orphan, or you're watching help me out here. Or you're watching Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, even though it's easy for me to sometimes revisit animated films that I love, just it's hard to go back and revisit the ones that I loved as a kid.
Right.
Like the ones, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, because you have to be like in that mindset, and then like when you watch them, like for instance, I haven't seen Cars in a long time, so I could turn it on and absolutely hate it. But I have
yeah,
fond memories as a little baby.
yeah, yeah. I've had my Cars days, so those
Yeah,
days
we've
have
all
come.
had our Cars days.
Those days have come and gone. I'm done with them. Let's see. I can't agree though.
Yeah,
It's still good, but it's
banger
just,
of the century.
yeah, of course. Well, that is a cover song though by Rascal Flatts. That is a cover. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm a big genius right here. I'm just saying.
Wait, was the cover like the Rascal Flatts version? Was that like made for Cars?
I think that was made for Cars. Like,
That's crazy. What a cultural reset.
because I mean, I know Danger Zone was succinctly made for Top Gun. Like,
Okay.
the song by Kenny Loggins. Yeah, Danger Zone was actually made for Top Gun. So,
Yeah.
and I'm clarifying the original Top Gun. Like,
Yeah.
even though it does appear in Maverick, but it's just because the first one came out all the way back in the 80s.
Right.
Yep. Just watched X2 and loved it. X2 X-Men United, the second X-Men movie.
I was like X2. Is that Pearl?
No, it's X-Men 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, great sequel, but I don't think it's my favorite. I think Days of Future Past is probably my personal favorite X-Men movie. Like,
I think I actually saw that movie, believe it or not.
and you barely even watch comic book movies.
I don't. Wait, Evan Peters is in that, right? Because I like love Evan Peters, and I think that's the only reason why I went to see it.
Yeah, I might have to.
I think he plays. Is it Quicksilver? Is that somebody?
It's got to be Quicksilver. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's it. But I mean, like, I just like it. I just love the X-Men. So I don't know what to say. Yes, like the cover version better than the original. Just the OG Danger Zone of the cover version. Easily the OG. Like, nothing's gonna be the OG. I was just looking at I just went on my iPad and then I see somebody comment on my review for the Super Mario Brothers movie. To clarify, my fifth one, because I've seen it 5 times. He's like, I don't know what movie you're watching, and I'm glad you're having such a blast with it. At least he's respecting it, but still, I'm a big Mario guy, so you have to know exactly what type of person I am. Like,
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, some people really hate on that movie. Like, some people, like, someone even said it was like the worst movie of the year so far, and I'm like,
insane.
And I'm like, whoa, hold your horses. There's worse.
Dramatic.
Is he wanting to get attention or something? Holy crap.
Right, like that's a really big claim.
To claim that the Super Mario Brothers movie is the worst movie of the year, when
Yeah.
clearly there's way worse stuff. Like obviously, like we've stated many times, Blood and Honey.
Right.
The new House Party, which is a remake of a classic '90s comedy that was just, ugh.
Not good.
It's terrible. Like, the same guy that made that also later on directed the new White Men Can't Jump movie that's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
With Jack Harlow. Like,
I heard about that.
I did not like that movie either.
I was gonna say that probably isn't good either.
It's not good. Like I'm looking for okay. Looking at the 2023 ranking for this guy. Yeah, he puts something like Zhongyi from the director of Train to Busan, which is extremely boring, over the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Boo.
Oh yeah, and also, I mean, even though the movie was good, but puts the movie inside with Willem Dafoe over some of like the much better movies of the year, like Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Um, Cocaine Bear is way better. Like,
Some
and
people's tastes, like I just don't understand.
like I know it's just an opinion and we need to respect it, but there are just some opinions that I just like they're just questionable to me.
You can't respect it.
Like there was somebody that absolutely hated John Wick 4 and they also hated Top Gun Maverick, and I'm like, nope, no respect for you.
See, I feel like some people just like to go against the popular opinion just to be different.
Or just to get attention, like or just to get attention in a way where it's
Yeah,
like you don't like where it's like they don't deserve it.
right.
Because it's you're you're just saying that just to get attention. Like
Like just to get a reaction.
and just get all kinds of controversial comments. Like
Right.
because you're gonna
For the
get
pot.
that if you hate a movie like Top Gun Maverick. Like you're
Right.
gonna get controversial comments.
Yeah, because it's universally loved.
Thank you. And plus, that's also one of my favorite movies. So what else do you want me to say?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a like if you don't like if anybody hates Top Gun Maverick, like I can't respect it. I'm sorry. I can't. Like
Yeah.
because that hurts. Like it hurts.
It's like a personal insult, you know?
Because that movie has a special place in my heart. Like that was the first movie ever in my life I saw in a theater more than once.
Really?
Like yeah, the first movie I ever saw in a theater more than once. I saw that movie twice in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw it opening night, and then the next weekend I took my dad to go see it because he's a huge fan of the original Top Gun. He
Yeah.
loved it too.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
and no spoilers for anyone that has not seen it, but there was one scene like it's a really emotional scene in the movie. I turned over to my dad and I saw tears coming down his eyes,
Oh.
and I was like, must be working, like because you know if you can get teary eyed in a movie like that, it's gonna work. Like,
Yeah, it's doing something right.
yeah, like that is such an emotional movie. Like
Yeah.
like I'm gonna take a look here really quick. Let me see. The same guy that I talked about, like that hates the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like you would not agree with this at all because I know you don't like this movie. He put the new Hellraiser over Top Gun Maverick.
I don't like the new Hellraiser. I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't like it.
I'm sorry, but I did. As a big Hellraiser fan, I loved it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Like
maybe I don't know. Maybe I should give it another shot.
it might get better with a rewatch. Like because
it could.
Because the thing I like most about that movie is that it does something that the original did not do, which is actually have the Cenobites as a plot device.
Yeah, instead of just for show.
I mean, that's one strength I can say that's like the biggest strength of that movie because that's something that it does better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can't really say that because the original is my favorite horror movie. So
okay.
So like I want to say that, but at the same time I really can't though because like I said, the original is my favorite horror film.
Right. And going back to like the bad actors or whatever that question was, I feel like I mean I've only seen it once, the new Hellraiser, but I just remember like I didn't like anybody in the movie. I just like I don't know if it was their characters or what. Everybody just seemed unlikable to me.
But you gotta admit, Jamie Clayton's Pinhead.
Oh, that was awesome.
Was so good. Like,
that was probably the best part for sure.
Yep. Looking through this. Oh yeah, and then the same guy puts Skinamarink over the Batman and bodies. Yeah,
Jail.
I I hated Skinamarink. I hated it.
I would never watch it again. Like, it's not something that you like. It's not even like a movie. It's just like a weird experience. I don't even know how to describe it.
It could have been like a perfect 5-minute short film, but then it was just like, you know what? Let's just
And it was a short film. It's like they should have just kept it like that. Like, it did not need to be. Wasn't it like almost 2 hours long or something crazy?
it was about like 100 minutes.
Like no, we don't
It
need
was
all that.
so boring. Like,
Yeah,
oh
that
yeah,
was bizarre.
and now I feel even more offended because he put that over one of my personal favorites of last year, which is also another animated film, The Bad Guys. Like,
Okay, I haven't seen that, but I heard good things.
you would like it, honestly. You would like it. I mean, have you like read the books, like the Bad Guys books?
No, I didn't even know they were books.
They were. I know they're based on books. I never read the books either, but
When did
like,
they come out? Were they like? Because
I
maybe
think they were. I
past
think
my.
they were around like when I was in elementary school or something, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay, so they were probably like after I was out of that age group.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but the reason why I really wanted to see that movie was mostly because of the voice cast. Like it has such a great cast. I mean, you got Sam Rockwell playing as the big bad wolf. Like,
Oh, another good actor.
you get Aquafina as the tarantula. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
that's just perfect. And I don't care what anyone says. She is funny. Like,
I like Aquafina. She gets so much hate.
and she got so much hate for her performance in Renfield, and I'm like, guys, she is funny.
Yeah, like leave her alone.
You also get Anthony Ramos from In the Heights playing as the piranha.
Oh, okay.
And he is also in the new Transformers movie, by the way.
Oh, fun.
He is in the new one. You get stand-up comedian Mark Maron playing as the Snake. Like, how much more perfect can you get with that? And then you get Craig Robinson playing a shark. Like,
That's awesome.
that's just perfect.
Yes.
Like, okay, this one hurts both of us, honestly, because I know you also really enjoy this movie too.
I'm scared.
He puts Skinamarink over the Menu.
I don't like this guy. We got beef.
Like, what movie am I gonna rewatch and actually have a good time with and also laugh?
Right. Skinamarink or the Menu? Like,
it's
what?
easy. It's the Menu. Like,
yeah.
It's so easy. Like, that's an easy watch right there.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's see. He didn't even like Scream. The like both the 5 and 6.
Speaking of Scream, I got my popcorn bucket today.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love him. Look at him.
Yes.
He's so cute.
That is so awesome. Like,
I'm so happy.
I wish my theater did that.
I had to order it online.
Really? Like,
yeah, from like cinemark.com or whatever, because we tried to go to like all of like literally all of the ones in Ohio where I live. We called like all of them and they were all like, we're out of stock. And then finally Cinemark was like, we're gonna do a pre-order. So I'm like, awesome. And it said it wasn't supposed to get here till August. So I was shocked when I came home and this was waiting for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, if it was supposed to arrive in August, that would have been like a month after the movie was like Scream 6 was actually released on physical
like,
media.
physical. Yeah.
Can we just be out now physically, please?
Why is it taking so long?
I kind of accepted it at this point because it is a Paramount thing now. Like,
they take way too long.
Because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 took like 4 months to come out on physical media after its theatrical release.
That's wild.
Top Gun almost took 6 months. Like, it almost took like half a year for that to come out on physical media.
Wow. But then, like,
Um,
Super Mario Bros., I feel like that came out so quick.
it's because for one, it's Universal, and two, the film was actually delayed quite a bit. Like, because it was originally supposed to come out in December of 2022, but then obviously, I think it was because of certain things going on behind the scenes that they pushed it back.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know for sure, like, what happened behind the scenes, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I really do not like this guy. I really don't, because he freaking put like Skinamarink over a great Spielberg movie known as The Fabelmans.
Have not seen The Fabelmans yet. I need to, but I know that is not worse than Skinamarink.
I honestly think you would love The Fabelmans. Like,
I think I would. Michelle Williams is in it, right?
Yep,
I love
Michelle
her.
Williams. You got Paul Dano's in it too. Like,
oh, I need to watch it. I'm slacking.
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, Paul Dano's in it. Seth Rogen's also in it.
I always forget that.
Yep. Like, that was a much more serious role for Seth Rogen, even though he's still technically playing himself in the movie sometimes. But
yeah,
man, what a good movie. And then has Smile in his top 10 worst of last year.
out. I'm getting heated.
Wait, I'm making you do that. Oops. Because we all know that Smile was a much better movie to watch than Skinamarink. Like,
yeah, by a lot.
Also, Smile didn't really take too long to come out to physical media. Because it was released in late September and then came out in the middle of December. Like,
yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of like scary movies that came out last year, I'm still so mad that Barbarian doesn't have a physical release. Like, what the hell?
That's what I said. Where is it?
Where is it? Like, I heard that it is going to be coming out. Like, I feel like there's like rumors, like, but it's not coming out soon enough. Like, I need it yesterday.
I need it now here, please. Come on, Disney. Listen to us.
Of course it's Disney.
Because technically the film is by 20th Century Studios, so it's owned by Disney.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and it was so like well received too, and did well at the box. Like, why wouldn't you release it? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, but I just don't understand this. Like, I really don't get it.
See, I feel like he's trolling. There's no way.
But you'll be happy about this, though. In 2021 ranking, he does have Marcel in his top 5, though. So
I support that. The one thing that I agree with.
Yes, because Marcel was a great movie.
It was.
And if you want to talk about a movie that can get me like teary-eyed so easily, like, that movie will do it, because it's so freaking adorable.
It's so cute. I just watched it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I want a little Shell family.
Like, because it's like, oh my god, it is so adorable. Like it was so adorable to a point like where I was literally gonna cry. Like,
yeah, like, I can't take this much cuteness.
I mean, even with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, like, even with like the cute eyes and everything, I can't take it. Like,
oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Even with Perrito in the third act.
Oh
my god, that got me so good. I was like, oh, it's so adorable.
I just like need a picture of that. Just hang it up. It's so cute.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna be crying to myself to sleep every day.
Every day.
I've only seen the first 2 X-Men movies so far, and the Deadpool movies. Deadpool does count because, I mean, there is tie-ins with the X-Men. So
I have seen Deadpool.
Deadpool is so fun. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, there is people that do prefer Deadpool 2 over Deadpool, but I think Deadpool 1's better. Like,
yeah.
Because, I mean, they kind of jumble around the action, the revenge side of the story, and the romantic side of the story very perfectly. Like, very rarely will they say that about a movie that jumbles that kind of plot lines around.
Yeah,
Like,
that can be tough.
because it's like, well, like you don't know what you're going for, but like with Deadpool, it knows exactly where it's going for. It's like okay, well, we first see him as Deadpool, but then you want to know how he became Deadpool. Here's this side of the story.
Right.
Because that'd be so boring if it was the romance side first. Like it'd be so boring.
Yeah, it wouldn't definitely would not work as well.
Yeah. So, and Ryan Reynolds, just keep being you, dude. Like
He's just
it's too
such a
easy.
guy.
Like it's too easy for him to actually just play, like just be playing himself. Like,
Yeah.
and people are just like, he needs to do some more serious work. He has done that. Just quit holding him hostage for that kind of thing.
That movie where he gets buried alive.
Oh god, that would be so unsettling. Like, because it's like you're in that scenario with him. Like you're watching. It's because it's like oh my, like you feel like you're being buried alive. Like,
yeah.
And ironically enough, the movie is called Buried. Like,
it is. I mean, that's how I felt watching. Was that Fall? That's what it's called when they're like, because I'm terrified of heights. Like that movie.
Me too. I like there was like if I ever climbed that high, I honestly I would have passed out and then fallen to my death.
I would have. Yeah, there's no way.
Because I can't. Because you could potentially lose your oxygen by going up that high.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you pass out, and it's like such a small space on there where you could potentially fall to your death.
Fall, yeah. Well, that's the name of the movie. So.
Well, there you go. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's a good movie right there. That's a good movie. Like,
yeah, it was
a good movie.
I was.
I wish my theater got that movie, because if my theater got that movie, I probably would have been like such on a high of that movie like right now. Like, I would have been saying, "Oh my god, you guys got to check this movie out! It's so intense."
I can, because I saw it at home, but I cannot imagine seeing that like in a theater. It would have been like 10 times more effective.
Intense, and plus, honestly, it would have probably crawled into my favorite movies of all time, because it's that intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel like you're in the situation with those girls. Like you don't want them to die. You want them to get down safely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sweet. Are you guys seeing Elemental or The Blackening? I'm hoping to see Elemental on Thursday.
I want to see The Blackening this weekend.
I'm sorry, but I saw that trailer when I saw John Wick 4. Doesn't really look like it's for me. It doesn't really look all that funny.
Because like it's one of those movies that like I did not know even existed until like it just randomly showed up, and now I'm like, oh, that's fun. Like, let's check it out.
But like the one that I really wanted to see out of the trailers I got for John Wick 4, but my theater never got it, which I'm still pissed about, is Sisu.
Oh.
Like, did you see the trailer for that movie?
About that one. I think so.
Like, it's basically it's during World War I think it's around the World War II era or so, and he finds a pot of gold and he wants to be able to get it to the bank because he's rich. But then obviously he encounters Nazis, and if you take his gold, he's gonna fuck you up. Like, and because he even he even puts a knife through somebody's brain, and it's like, oh yes.
Ouch. Like in the trailer?
It's shown in the trailer. It is. Well, obviously it's the Red Band trailer. So
okay, that makes sense.
Because I mean the movie's rated R, so it's like
you know what? I don't think I saw the trailer. I think I just saw like the poster or something.
I want to see that movie so badly. Like, it looks like my kind of movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when I saw him just commit some of those murders like on screen, it's just like, oh my god, dude, this is gonna be brutal.
Brutal, yeah.
I mean, even a landmine actually lands on a Nazi and he explodes. Like,
okay, maybe I do need to see this.
Like, it's in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
And then even a couple Nazis even step on a couple landmines, and of course they explode.
blow up.
And of course, as you would expect, it's going to be bloody. So
I love like crazy movies like that.
some people say it does get a little bit too ridiculous in the third act, but I'm like, I mean, with a movie like that, where basically it's an older kind of John Wick, it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna be stupid. Like,
and I feel like with those kind of movies, like the crazier the better.
yes,
Right? Yeah.
I mean, Bullet Train was pretty nuts. Like that movie is very chaotic. Like
I need to see that. I feel like that one also like kind of flew under the radar.
very much so flew under the radar. Like
Yeah.
it got very mixed reviews, and I was like, "What's with the mixed reviews? This was a lot of fun." Like,
Isn't Brad Pitt in that movie?
it has a great cast. Like,
Yeah, there's like a lot of like big name people.
see, it's got Brad Pitt, it's got Joey King, and an actual good movie for once.
He's always in crappy stuff.
Yeah, because she was in the freaking Kissing Booth trilogy, which you'll be lucky I never watched. So
I never watched those either.
So, Aaron Taylor Johnson, which I love the guy, and Brian Tyree Henry, Andrew Koji. Who doesn't love Andrew Koji? Like, let's see, Hiroyuki Sanada. Love that man. Michael Shannon's also in the movie.
Ah, I like him.
And Sandra Bullock. And also, if you see the cover right here, look.
Logan Lerman.
Bad Bunny's in it.
Oh, wait. This is amazing. I'm okay. What? I need to see this.
I think it is still on Netflix right now.
It has a pretty good rating on Letterboxd.
Wait, what is it at right now?
3.6. It's
good.
Good.
Because if it was anything lower than that, I'd be like, that's kind of a crime.
Okay, I need to.
Because
is it streaming?
I think it's on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the average rating right now for Renfield is only at 3.1, and I'm like,
that seems really low.
That's kind of low for it's. And Cocaine Bear's average is only 3.0, and I'm like, guys, come on.
It deserves higher than that.
But at least, though, the Super Mario Brothers movie is at a 3.5, which is good.
Okay. Justice for Mario.
And I'm like, good. Just, it's good there.
We'll take it.
Like, because, I mean, most people do it, like, most audiences love the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's a fun time.
You're looking at one here. Like, I love that movie.
I had a blast in the theater. I feel like everybody did.
I sure did. I mean, I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. Like,
yeah,
it's so good. I mean, but every time it comes to the plumbing commercial, I always die laughing. Like, because
with the thick like accents when they come out.
Like, I knew they were gonna play a joke on the Italian accents. Like, I knew they were gonna play a joke on it. Like,
because they kept like saying like a lot of people were upset that Chris Pratt was picked for Mario. I feel like that was kind of like poking fun at it.
Exactly. I mean, even when we got to the trailers, like when I started to hear his voice, I was like, not bad. Like, this was a good choice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it would get so annoying if you had to listen to Italian Mario throughout the entire movie. Be like, it's a me, Mario.
Right, like you can't do that. You'd like only be able to say like 3 different phrases the entire movie.
Because plus the thing is, it's a movie, so
yeah,
you need actors to do that. So yes, the menu is great.
Yeah,
Dave.
I agree.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, you got lucky.
And he's also right.
I love Smile too.
Smile is honestly one of the scariest films I've ever seen in my life. Like,
it's unsettling.
Like, every single time I watch that movie, like, it never fails to unsettle me to my core, where it's like, oh god, no. Like, there are just times where I have to look away from the screen. Like,
it's very effective.
Like, oh my god. Like, because I think it was that scene, like, when I'm trying to remember the chick's name. I mean, I know what the actress name is.
What's her name in that movie? I'm looking this up.
I know the actress's name. It's just the character name.
Rose.
Rose, thank you. Yeah, when Rose is like stabbing one of her patients just so she can get rid of the curse.
Yeah.
And then her boss, Cal Penn, peels his face off. I'm like, ew, no, please. Oh God, no.
Like they went there.
Like they did, and I was like, oh, please. No, please. Like I left the theater breathless. Like I was just like I was running out of breath.
Yeah, no, it was scary. Did you see the Boogeyman?
I'm gonna wait till streaming to watch that movie. To be honest with you, because it's like
I liked it. I feel like it's getting a lot of hate, but I thought it was pretty spooky. It was a fun time.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like with what I've seen out of the marketing, I'm like, I've seen this movie before. Like,
yeah, it's like you know what you're gonna get. I will say, like the scares and stuff. I thought they were. I mean, yeah, they're typical, but I thought they were pretty effective.
Fair enough. I mean, some of the scares in the scares in the Black Phone are none of them are false scares. Like they're all like legit jump scares. Like
yeah,
and some people are like, and some people say like they roll their eyes at the jump scares because it's like loud music and that Blumhouse does that. And plus,
yeah, you got to expect it.
And plus, this is Scott Derrickson we're talking about. Like, because, and plus, Scott Derrickson does not do false scares.
Which is good. I mean, when it's done right, it's done right.
Like the only false scare, false scare that like really works is in the first Halloween. Like, because there's no music in that. There's no music. Like, the guy just like gets his shoulder and then boom, like there's no music added to it, and it's like,
and that like. Yeah, it's perfect.
Come on, directors, take some notes a little bit. Stop using the music.
Right, because then it's like I can see why people, think it's cheap because you're just.
And then it's like the jump scare is coming. It's like the music's slowing down, and then boom.
You know the cues.
Like even like, did you watch The Invitation?
Is that the vampire movie?
Yep.
I did not.
Well, have you seen the trailer?
Yes.
Then you've basically seen the movie.
I was gonna say, like, I heard it was really. Is it as bad as people say it is?
I wouldn't say so myself. I thought because the good thing is I did not watch the trailer. Like,
oh, okay.
Because if you've watched the trailer, then you know the twist. It
gives away the whole movie.
Like it, and plus it gives away the third act twist. Like, which is basically that the main girl is actually the bride of Dracula. And also that the whole family is basically related to this guy, Dracula. Like,
yeah, they totally
like they're all vampires. Like,
because aren't you technically like not supposed to know that they're vampires? Like I feel like
but then Sony was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna see this movie. Let's just blow the twist.
So stupid. I know. I might as well have just rated on Letterboxd because.
Yeah, because they gave away the whole because they gave away the twist, which was the best part of the whole movie. Which was the twist, but it's like if you've watched the trailer, then you know the twist. Like,
and then it's like, why bother wasting my time?
Yeah, I mean, and plus it was National Cinema Day when I went to go see it. Like, so it was only $3 for a movie. So I was like, you know what? It's only a $3 movie. It's a small price to pay. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
And there is jump scares obviously in that movie, but none of the jump scares really left me going, ugh. Like I jumped because they were loud, but it didn't scare me. Like,
right. It's just the loud noise. Like, of course you're gonna jump.
Like I was just like,
yeah, like
I was just like I didn't even see like, ugh. Like, I wasn't even like that because I was like, how is that scary? Like, I saw that coming. Like,
exactly.
What's your favorite use of a song in a movie? I'll be honest.
Peaches.
Oh my god, yeah, that. But also the use of "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" in the Super Mario Brothers movie, like,
Yeah,
when they're running through Brooklyn to get to their first job, for
that.
plumbing.
Yeah, I like that. That was
Like,
a
and
good.
actually, it was placed perfectly. Like, a lot of the soundtrack songs in the Super Mario Brothers movie were actually placed right. Like,
I
they weren't
don't.
placed in the most awkward of positions. Like,
Weren't people complaining about the song choices? I feel like I heard people like.
that's Illumination for you. Like, Illumination always puts a lot of radio hits in their soundtracks.
Okay.
Because I mean, and this one was mostly 80s rock hits.
Yeah,
Of course, "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" by the Beastie Boys.
but that one
Hold
fits.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, "Thunderstruck" by AC/DC though with the Mario Karts, I was like, that's perfect.
That was fun. Yeah, people
And
just complain.
and "Take on Me" through the Kong jungle. Um,
Yeah,
but I honestly do think that "Jungle Boogie" would have fit better though, because obviously you're going through the Kong
jungle.
jungle,
Yeah.
by because that song is used in Pulp Fiction. If you guys have seen Pulp Fiction, you know. Like,
Trying to think what other.
oh yeah, holding up, the one of the most overused songs is "Holding Out for a Hero" by Bonnie Tyler. That song was played so many times in movies,
Yeah.
and it was used in the Super Mario Brothers movie in
Wait,
the
is
training
that
sequence.
was that the one used in like one of the Shrek movies with the fairy godmother?
That was the Fairy Godmother. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that song is used too much in movies, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite placement, for
Favorite use of
honestly, I'm trying to think of a better song I will honestly replace it with, in regards to rock music.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because honestly, there's some songs that I was honestly thinking of using "Heart Shaped Box" by Nirvana, but at the same time, I'm like, that doesn't fit.
Right.
Um, Honestly, if I'm actually gonna be real, I actually would have used another Beastie Boys song for fun. "Intergalactic."
Yeah, that would be cool.
I would have used that instead, or maybe a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. You never know.
Right. Trying to think. Have you seen Project X?
Which one? The one with Matthew Broderick or the party movie?
Party movie.
Okay, that one. Oh my god, that movie is crazy.
That's one of my favorite movies. Like, it's so funny. I die laughing every time I watch it. But the Pursuit of Happiness remix by Kid Cudi in that movie, I feel like that works very well.
I think my favorite scene in that, that's a good song, by the way. My favorite scene in the movie is when he jumps from the roof onto the bouncy house. Like,
So
and
funny. Oh,
and
I could
then
probably quote that movie.
and then his friend is like, "Fuck that shit! I'm not jumping. Fuck that."
It's so funny.
And then I think it's JB, whatever.
JB,
He's
yeah.
he's like, "It's my friends, my family members, my friends on Facebook. It's been a great ride. Gossip, hold on to these. JB, don't do it, man. You're way too fat. Shut up."
You're way too bad.
And then he just he doesn't even jump. He just falls.
He just falls. I love that movie. Is like top 5 comedies of all time for me. I love it.
It is so crazy.
So crazy and just so quotable.
It's really funny. I don't know. And then
So funny.
even get a Jimmy Kimmel newsreel towards the end. So this car school party in Pasadena. Have you seen the footage?
Yeah. It's like, holy crap.
And it's filmed like a found footage movie.
Yeah. It's so and I love Thomas Mann.
Yep. And also the scene when one of the security kids tases the guy in the neck.
The security kid is so funny.
And then but then the guy just gets up and punches him in the face. I'm like, dude. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, like,
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
if he punched a kid in the face like that, I'd be like, I'm gonna call the cops on you.
Yeah,
Because
100%
you punched a kid.
in the face. Oh my gosh.
Like,
That
oh my
movie.
God, what are you punching that little child's face? You're like, fuck you. And he's like, go home, robber.
Yes.
It's
I love
it's
that movie.
it's a dumb movie, but I like it. It's dumb.
So funny. Like if I just need to laugh, I either put that one on or This Is the End. Like those two are
Oh my God, this is
so
the end.
good.
I literally just watched that movie again like a few months ago.
Yeah.
It still holds up after 10 years. Like
It's been 10 years. Oh my God.
it's so funny. Like
I love that movie. Like that and Project X, I feel like I could just quote like the whole movie.
they're great.
So good.
Oh yeah, even the scene like when they said that there's a midget in the oven. Like, and then once he gets out of the oven, he just starts punching and kicking people in the nuts. Like, I'm like, that's pure.
So
That's pure.
dumb.
That's pure jackass right there. Like,
Literally. Oh my gosh! And every year on Cinco de Mayo, I say Sinkhole de Mayo.
oh my God,
It's so stupid but funny.
Deadpool
Oh my
tears is top tier perfection. Can't change my mind. Okay, cool. Move on.
Yep.
Dell on movies. So thank you, man. Some of my favorite use of songs are "Bad to the Bone" and Terminator 2. Old time rock and roll. Yes, old time rock and roll from Risky Business. Yes,
Mhm. That's a classic.
love that. And then "Don't Stop Me Now" from Shaun of the Dead. Yes. I just like they just somehow turn on the jukebox and then they're just playing "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen. Like, I can't think of the name of the Netflix movie he did. It wasn't great. I think he might be talking about. I don't know.
Who's he?
Elaborate on that. Spicy 4K action. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Bullet Train is awesome. Yes, Dell. I agree. Oh, did a jump. FYI, I want to see both Elemental and The Blackening. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm going to see Elemental because I love Pixar movies. And I actually was really looking forward to Elemental. Like, because it's a much more original project this time. Like,
Yeah.
So, like it's actually being a animated romance movie. And I'm like, sold. Like,
Oh wow. Maybe
that's what I heard. It's like it's an animated romance movie is what I heard. Like,
Okay.
so
Cool.
I liked Smile, didn't love it. Okay, that's fine.
Fair.
Like that's fine. I mean, as long as you didn't hate it.
Yeah. It's a strong word.
Oh, I did. It was mid. Should have pushed it to October. Going against Spider-Verse was a bad move. Elaborate again, please.
I'm like, I forget what we talked about.
I
wonder if
I think it's the invitation. I think.
Or the boogeyman, maybe?
Oh, the boogeyman. Yes, the
I
boogeyman.
think that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, he saw the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Oh, the right. Oh, I think the Ryan Reynolds Netflix movie 6 Underground. That's what he was talking about.
Another underground movie?
It's just called 6 Underground.
Oh, like, is he getting buried again?
Directed by Michael Bay.
Oh,
Nope.
No. Pass.
Like I'll watch Ambulance, which is also directed by him. Like I'll watch that instead.
Was that
Because
like horrible or was it okay?
that was actually good. Like it was actually good. Like
the premise, like it sounds pretty interesting.
yeah, it's actually a good movie. Like I was so surprised it was actually good. Like
Yeah.
It's Michael Bay, so it's gonna suck.
Right. Like you're going in with low expectations.
Way too many trailers give away twists and major plot points. Yes, they
I
do.
agree.
Looking at you, Sony.
Literally the whole movie.
I hate when they do that. Like, even with Venom, like they gave away so many important plot points in the trailers. Like, and even with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, they gave away the whole movie.
I feel like trailers need to be limited to like 10 seconds. Like they're
or
doing
just
too much.
or just give them just a minute, just like a 1 minute
Like
trailer.
a snippet, yeah.
I mean, or look at the trailer for the first trailer for Knock at the Cabin. Like, it barely gave away anything. Like, it only just showed you what to expect.
Because that's the thing. You don't have to give things away to make a movie, you know, like to make you want to watch a movie.
They should just show you stuff in the first act that, like what you need to expect going into it.
Yes.
Like, that's what Knock at the Cabin did. It only gave, like, the only thing it really gave away in the first trailer was the first act. Like,
I feel like the trailer for Barbarian was good because that movie took such a 180, and I don't remember seeing like, unless I'm not remembering it correctly.
It only gave it like that's another movie. That's another one that only gave away the first act.
Yes, like that was good.
Well, I shouldn't really say give away like in regards to movies like that, because it kind of mostly shows the first act, because it's like, if I say give away, that kind of means that's a bad thing. I mean,
right?
When you say something like with Knock at the Cabin or Barbarian, mostly talk about the first trailer, Knock at the Cabin, because the second trailer gave the whole movie away. But the first trailer kind of showed you exactly what you're in for with Knock at the Cabin. Like, okay, so this family arrives at a cabin, and then there's strangers that are there to prevent the apocalypse. Simple.
Right. And then that's how they should, you know, end it. But then they come out with a second trailer that's like, here's the rest of the movie.
And the good thing is with Cocaine Bear, they only came out with one trailer.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how
they did not. Like, it only came out with one trailer, and it showed you exactly what movie you're in for. Like, like it barely gave away anything. Like, it didn't even give away. Well, I would say it gave away a couple kills, but it wasn't like.
Yeah.
It didn't give away some of the funniest parts of the movie. Like, like
you gotta save the good stuff.
Like the scene in the station, like the little cabin station, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
When the guy opens the door and the bear's just like huffing and puffing like a dog. And he's like, "That's a fucking bear."
Right.
I was like, "Girl, you were supposed to shoot the bear, not the guy."
Job.
If I saw her do that, like if she shot the guy instead of the bear, I'd be like, "You're fired."
Right, like that's against the law.
Like, I'd be like, but it kind of made sense, like why she accidentally did that though, because she was wounded.
True.
Like, because the bear got her pretty good, so. Yeah, but the poor guy in the tree though.
Not good.
But even like the first kill was with one of the hikers, and she got her leg torn off.
Yeah.
And like you don't even, and that's what, and that was the thing I liked about that first kill, was that you don't actually see what happens. Like you don't actually see what happens, and then the limb comes over and it's like,
and then you're like, oh shit, that's where we're going. Okay.
I like kills in movies that make you think. It's like, it's a lot scarier when it's like, it could have happened this way. No, this way. Like,
and then it's scarier for sure.
And then some people just say, oh, they should have just showed the kills. And I'm like, no, like that would have just been like, that defeats the whole purpose of the suspense.
Exactly. Like sometimes,
and plus like the mystery, and even the mystery of it, like with the black phone, they don't show you how the kids die. Like,
right. Because that's like up to you to kind of interpret yourself.
Or even like when they show the ghosts, like of the kids, like they make you think of like, how could they have died?
Right.
But when you see Griffin though, like the third, I think that's the third kid. I think.
Yeah.
Like when you see his throat, you could definitely tell that the grabber slit his throat. Like,
Right. You
but I'm
can
just
kind of
meaning,
piece it together.
but they don't show you the ghost of Bruce at all. Like, which is
Mm-mm.
even scarier. And it's like,
Because it's like, oh my God, what happened to him?
well, and they show the ghost of Billy Showalter, but then it's like, but you don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. It's creepy.
Same thing with Vance Hopper and of course Vinny's best friend Robin.
Yeah.
Like I felt so bad he lost his best friend.
Oh, me too. That's awful. It was like an emotional gut punch.
That's what that movie's good at. It's like it'll make you emotional at the most unexpected moments. Like
Yeah. Because it's like a roller coaster of emotions at that point. Because you're scared and then you're like, oh my God, I'm going to cry.
especially with the ending.
Yeah.
Like when their dad comes back after his son gets out. Like you can tell he feels bad about the stuff he did. Like
As he should. Hated that guy.
come on, Gwen didn't deserve a whipping. Like
No, absolutely not.
even after she broke the bottle of vodka, she said it was like that was an $8 bottle of goddamn vodka, and I was like, bro, go to the liquor store. Like
right, like get another one. It's gonna be okay.
but at the same time, I kind of get it though because it was the 1970s. So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like just go to the liquor store, please.
Right. Quit crying.
What fall time movies are you guys looking forward to?
Ooh,
I know a summer movie I'm looking forward to, but my theater's not going to get it. Talk to Me from A24.
Yeah, same. I'm so
Really excited about that one. Like I read the premise and I was like, bring it.
It's
Bring
funny.
it.
I actually like a couple days ago, I made a note on my phone of like all the movies coming out and like the dates. But really, like, there's not many. Like, I'm looking at the fall movies. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming out this summer. Like, I feel like we have a really good summer movie list.
Yeah, because I mean we got Elemental this week, and I'm hoping my theater gets it next week because that's when it's supposed to be coming a wide release.
Mm-hmm.
I hope my theater gets Asteroid City because
yeah, okay.
like, I
City.
need to see Asteroid City. Like
I have that marked as June 23rd, so I hope it comes. I need it. That one.
It's getting a limited release this week. So
okay.
So,
I'm
but then
excited. The same date, June 23rd, I have No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. That one looks so funny.
that movie actually does look pretty funny. Like, even though I do feel like the trailer did give away some of the funniest moments of the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hope there's more stuff.
If it was just what I saw in the trailers, I'd be like, it's a passable comedy.
Yeah.
But they just got to have some surprises in there. Like,
I think they will, hopefully.
I mean, Renfield had some surprises, and I only saw the first trailer. Like,
yeah.
Like,
ooh, July 7th, we get Insidious, The Red Door. I'm excited for that because Patrick Wilson is directing it. So I'm like,
little skeptical because this is the 5th Insidious movie. Like,
well, the thing that I like is I don't know if like the rest of the sequels are like canon or if it's like a direct sequel to the first one because it's supposed to be like a continuation like 10 years later or something when the kid goes to college. So I don't know. I'm interested.
But the thing that really has me interested is obviously the directorial debut of Patrick Wilson. So
yeah,
that's the thing that's like, okay, like I like this.
It's something
but
fresh.
Yes, but I'm trying to think of one I can tell. I'm definitely excited for Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Like, no question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Barbie, obviously. That's like I'm so excited for.
And
Barbie.
Oppenheimer. Like,
don't those come out the same day?
Yep.
That is so funny to me.
Let's see what else is coming out. Yeah, again, I'm really I mean, I know my theater won't get it, which kind of sucks, but I do want to see Talk to Me. Like,
I'm so excited.
um,
When does that come? Okay, I have July 28th. It's supposed to come out.
let's see. I'm definitely excited for The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Like,
Oh, that's that one movie that I
I
saw
think
the
it's
trailer for.
I think it's another Dracula movie, I
It
think.
is, yeah, because I think it was during the trailer for Renfield that I was like, oh my god, another vampire movie.
Yeah. Again, that sounded intriguing enough. Like,
Oh, the Haunted Mansion comes out at the end of July.
I'm actually excited for that movie, believe it or
Me
not.
too. I love Lakeith Stanfield. I think that's his name.
Yep, Keith Stanfield, Owen
Yeah,
Wilson's in it.
yeah, it's a
I love
good
Owen.
cast.
Oh, why did I forget about this one coming out this summer? Why did I forget this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know that was
god,
big.
that movie looks awesome. Like the animation looks so good from the trailers. Like it looks so good.
Who directed that?
I don't know who's directing it, but I know Seth Rogen's producing
Seth
it.
Rogen, that's who. Okay, I was like, I know it's like a funny guy.
Like he's producing it, but he's not directing it. Like,
Oh, okay.
I think he also wrote that too.
I think he did.
I mean, he's going to be in it too. So I mean, that guy's a workhorse. Like,
he does everything.
Let's see. What was your first 4K? Mine was I have it right. It was literally right down here. Kick-Ass.
I don't know what mine was. I have no idea. I need to start like keeping track of these things.
It was this and Alien Covenant that were my first 4K movies. That I know for sure.
Oh.
But I will be real though. I don't always keep track of like what days I buy them though.
I'm like such a sucker for lists and stuff. I need to start like jotting down like when I buy certain things.
Oh, this is the one I was talking about, the Adam Project.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I heard good things about it.
What action movie sequel would you rather watch again? Bourne Legacy, Mission Impossible 2, or Quantum of Solace? I honestly would say Mission Impossible 2.
Haven't seen any of those.
And I think it might be because of my bias towards Tom Cruise. But also I love Mission Impossible, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
fair.
I honestly don't hate Mission Impossible 2. Like, it's fun. But a lot of elements to it don't age very well.
Yeah.
Guys, enjoy the rest of the stream. About to watch Friends. Nice.
Have fun.
Let's see. I hear it's going to be the last Insidious movie.
I hope so.
One can only hope. So they did with Resident Evil. Like, we thought the final chapter was actually going to be the last one. One can only hope, huh?
Like, you gotta end on a good note. You know, like...
Sometimes they never really end on a good note. Like with Resident Evil, the final chapter, they ended it horribly. Like,
yeah,
it was so terrible. Like, I mean, with the Fast and Furious movies, you should have ended it at 7. Like, they ended it perfectly at 7.
There's too many.
But they're like, I made $1 billion, so we got to make another one.
We gotta make another one. It's like, no, do something else.
Yeah, but
like you can still say like from the creators of Fast and Furious, like you don't need to continue the same thing.
Yeah, but they were just like, nope, we got to make more because people love seeing them. Like, I still will never understand how they were able to get to use a car to put on a rocket and go to space. I don't get it. It's too stupid. Like,
yeah, it's too unbelievable.
Like with 9, it was way too much. Like,
yeah.
But with 10 though, 10 was actually surprisingly fun. Like, that was actually a big surprise because I was like, okay, it's just gonna be the same old thing that we got in Fast 9.
Right.
But no, they actually kind of tamed the silliness.
That's
Even
good.
though obviously there is still stupid stuff within it.
Right.
But there is less stupid that we got in 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we still got some street racing in there. Like,
That's how it started. Like, go back to the basics at least.
I mean, you even get to see Jason Momoa doing street racing, and then he blows up a car. Like Jason Momoa. Like, honestly, you could not get a better villain than him. Like, in Fast and Furious, like you can't get better than Jason Momoa. Like,
Yeah.
he is so freaking over the top in that movie. Like,
that is an intimidating man.
I mean, like, what? Like, and then Vin Diesel says, "I blame you, Jason Momoa, for the reason why the movie's bombing." And I'm like, dude, he was the best part of the movie.
My God.
Quit blaming the best part of the movie and move on there, Vin Diesel. The TMNT movie is going to have a mega cast. I think it does, yes. I'm going to take a look at it here really quick because.
Wait, so what is it called?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, good.
Oh, the director. It's his debut. Interesting.
So, I mean, he did play a small part in The Mitchells versus the Machines, which is a movie I love. And he was also a writer and co-director of The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Oh.
Let's see. Jackie Chan's in it. Ice Cube. Nicholas. Mostly, this is obviously mostly kid actors that are playing the Ninja Turtles. Obviously. Nicholas Cantu, Shaman Brown Jr.
Post Malone.
Yep. John Cena's also going to be in it. Paul Rudd's in it. Ice Cube. Rose Byrne's in it.
Oh, sweet.
My guy Gus Fring, Giancarlo Esposito. And this is like, I can't lie. This is perfect casting right here. Seth Rogen and John Cena playing Bebop and Rocksteady. Like, perfect. But I am so happy that Giancarlo Esposito is in a Ninja Turtles movie. Freaking Gus Fring being in it. Seriously, how can you go wrong with that? Like,
yeah, that's
Gus Fring being in a Ninja Turtle movie. Like, yeah, you can tell I'm a big Breaking Bad fan. Let's see. Dave says his first 4K was Halloween 2018. Not a bad choice. I mean, I have that one too. I mean, I have the whole trilogy, so what else can I say? You know, I have to have them all.
Yeah.
What do you think the craziest stunt Tom Cruise has done? Probably the airplane in, like, when he was hanging off like the side of an airplane in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Either that or when he was climbing the Dubai Towers in Ghost Protocol. Like,
sorry, my cat just like popped up. Was about to knock the computer over. If you saw my face do something weird.
Oh, but yeah, like those stunts those are the ones that really come to mind when it comes to Tom Cruise's craziest stunts. Like, that man's a living legend. Like,
yeah, he's done a lot of crazy stunts.
I mean, he even jumped across a building in Mission Impossible Fallout. He broke his ankle in the process. Like,
surprised that's the worst of it.
Like, I salute him. Like, oh, did a jump. Fast 11 into space. No. We're not going to space again. I've had enough. I watched the Fast movies just to see how stupid they can get and love them for it. 9 was just... 8 kind of teetered the line of good and stupid. But 9 was just like, it got way too stupid. Like, I mean,
yeah.
7 on, like, I'll be honest, 7 was stupid, but James Wan knew exactly what movie he was making. Like, but that ending, oh god, I cannot watch that ending and not cry. Like, because of Paul Walker.
I was
Rest
gonna
in
say
peace.
that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I cried hard like when I just rewatched Furious 7
Mm-hmm.
because I miss Paul Walker. Like,
Yeah, that's so sad.
yeah, rest in peace, Paul Walker. I miss him every day. Dell's first 4K was the original Black Panther. Okay,
Ooh.
which I do have. It's got a nice slipcover though.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
I think we're having some technical difficulties.
oh, I'm back. Well,
Oh,
oh,
hello.
there we go. Okay, yeah, my dad
We're
called,
good.
so that's why you didn't hear me for a little bit. My dad
Oh,
called.
okay. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna smile and look pretty.
Yeah, it was just my dad. So my dad's out of town for a few days, so
Oh, okay.
he just had to call. Um, so that was the movie. Says TV go dark.
So dark.
That was good. Oh, his was the gray steelbook for Black Panther. Okay, like the one that is a matte finish kind of gray, and it has Black Panther on it, or T'Challa, as we all know him
Oh,
as.
oh, I think I know. Okay.
The Jay Shrayway, what's going on? Jay says Ezra is actually on the Flash red carpet right now.
That whole
Do it.
situation, that's crazy.
Next. I don't really want to talk about Ezra. But let me see. Like,
Oh my god, my cats are fighting. Stop.
oh god, that's not good.
No.
All that. Why did I forget that?
Wait,
Why
what's
did I
the
forget
on?
the reference he made? TV go dark.
Oh, okay.
I was like, why did I forget that? I was a Jimmy Neutron geek growing up. Like,
That's a good show.
yes. So sad that it got canceled though.
Yeah.
Like, but see if I can find something I want. Like, oh yeah, I did get this recently. I think it was about a week ago or so. No, 2 weeks ago. I got Orphan.
Oh, yeah, I actually got that. Like, I upgraded it from DVD to Blu-ray not too long ago.
Yep. And I got the DVD of Orphan First Kill, by the way.
Okay.
Because I couldn't find the Blu-ray anywhere, so
That was a pretty solid sequel.
or prequel if you could call
Or
it that.
prequel.
Cause,
Never mind. You know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean, but it's like, we're gonna try to move this here a little bit. There we go. Just trying something a little bit different. Anyways, but once it gets to that twist, though, no spoilers for anyone that has not seen Orphan First Kill, but that twist,
I was shook. I was not expecting that.
I was like, oh, that's what we're going for?
I was
God, this is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, isn't it just going to be like what happened, the original movie, and then they totally did something way different than what I was expecting. But
They were just like
awesome.
Like you were thinking like it's gonna go the same route as the first Orphan, but then it just did a whole barbarian twist on us. It was like, nope, we're going this way.
You thought.
like you thought, like we're actually gonna go this way. Nope.
Mm-mm.
It takes a complete left turn on you. Like
it does.
Like you're thinking you're going like, oh, you're going right. Nope.
Just kidding.
Like that's the one thing that I love so much about Barbarian is that it subverts your expectations. Like,
yeah,
because you think it's like, oh, it's just gonna be this creepy movie down in a basement. Cool.
I love movies like that where it's like, so like it's like two movies in one, kind of like from the first act and the second act. It's like completely different.
Yes, exactly. Like,
so fun.
Because they're just like, again, like you think you're going down one lane, but then it's just like you go down the other.
Yeah, love it.
Like I don't seriously like. Actually, you know what? Screw it. For anyone that has not seen Orphan First Kill, cover your ears.
We've had enough time.
Yeah, it's been out for about a year, so basically the family that that Esther was faking about, like, it's like she pretended to be the missing girl.
Mm-hmm.
The family was actually responsible for Esther actually going missing. And I was like, wait, if you're the parents, we're responsible for it. Esther, you better kill him. Like you better kill him.
That was crazy.
I mean, even when she tried to kill them at the train station, like,
mm-hmm.
I mean, she tried. Like,
she did.
But I can't lie. Also, like the coolest thing is that with the way that they were able to make Isabel Furman become a young girl again, they used body doubles.
Mm-hmm. And I think she posted it on her Instagram. Like, everybody had to wear like really tall like shoes or something to like make her seem shorter.
Exactly, and I was like, yo, like that is impressive. Like,
movie magic.
Yeah, I mean, because dude, she's in her 20s. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know how they were going to be able to pull that off like so many years later. But then they were like, but that's again another example of subverting expectations. Like,
yeah,
you think it's just going to be a normal prequel, but then the twist comes along and it's like, this is not your normal prequel. Like,
mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Something different.
Yep. And the director that made that movie, that's his best movie by far because he made some really terrible horror films. He made the two. I know he made The Boy and Brahms the Boy too, which were god awful.
I saw the first one.
Don't even bother with the second one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to.
It does every single possible horror cliche that you can ever imagine. Like,
of course.
Even for a sequel.
He did Stay Alive.
I haven't seen that actually.
Oh my
god.
gosh.
I want to.
That's like one of those movies that it's pure nostalgia for me. Like it's just so like because I watched it when I was a kid. I mean, it's not a good movie. It's really bad, but it's like so bad it's kind of good.
Like,
It's a fun time.
yeah, sometimes nostalgia just speaks for itself, you know?
Hmm.
Because it's like, you watch it and it's like, yeah, this would not hold up.
No,
Like,
it's very unhinged.
big example of that, like movies that would not hold up. Like this, I just recently watched this for the first time. Oh my god, this film is so dated. Like, The Last Starfighter.
Oh, I've never seen
This
that.
movie, it's so dated. Like, you look at the effects in this movie and it's like, oh
It's
my god, this is so 80s. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's so dated. Like, it was so dated to a certain degree where honestly I was getting annoyed. Like, with
Right.
the effects. Like,
Yeah. It's like unwatchable.
I wouldn't say it's unwatchable because there is good things within it, but it's just
Makes it hard.
yeah, but I'll never watch it again.
That's fair.
Oh, whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Hold on.
she
Happened
did
again. Happened again. One of my favorite episodes, Sheen says it, one where he gets super smart. Nice. I remember that.
I
When
remember
he
that
get
one too. Classic.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I love dodgeball.
And he asks, "Are you guys ready for Dodgeball 2?" That sequel is 19 years too late. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
way
don't
too late.
know.
Because we all know what happens when you wait decades to do a comedy sequel. It
It's not.
always tends to suck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with Super Troopers, I actually liked the second one. It was fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like
Oh,
sequels that are good.
like Zoolander 2 was terrible. Like, that movie was terrible. Like, because that took it was like 15 years after the first film, and I was like, okay, you waited too long.
It's too long, yeah.
I mean, Coming to America, like the sequel to Coming to America is actually called Coming to
Ew.
America.
So clever.
Yeah, but still not a good movie, though. It took way too long to come out
Yeah.
with a sequel. Again, this is why you do not wait decades to do a comedy sequel, because they're going to suck.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Watch, they're going to wait decades, and they're going to wait like another few years, and it's like, hey, we got a Step Brothers sequel. We got a Talladega Nights sequel, and it's like, guys, you waited too long.
Yeah, like that ship has sailed.
Just do the sequel after your success with the first one. Just do the sequel then. Don't just wait.
Right. You got to do it, yeah, quickly.
That's kind of also the reason why I do kind of appreciate the Hangover trilogy, because they did not like wait decades to do the sequels. Like, they were just like, we're just going to do them right now. We're going to deliver them. And this is what you're going to get.
Right.
So
I feel like that's how it should be.
okay, why are we getting a Goonies sequel in 2027?
2027?
And why are we getting a Hocus Pocus 3? Hocus Pocus 2 was not good.
No.
It was so disappointing.
They're just like no more.
And then, because seriously, at the end, they try to redeem the witches, and it's like, you ate kids. Like, you killed children.
Yeah, you can't come back from that.
No, like, why would you redeem characters that did like horrible things to other people? Like,
Hey, it was like confusing. It's like, who are we supposed to be rooting for? Because it's so centered on, the witches, but they're not nice.
it's the same thing with Don't Breathe. Like,
yeah.
Like, look, I enjoy Don't Breathe 2 as a revenge film. Like, as a revenge film, it's decent. But
Mhm.
as a straight up sequel to Don't Breathe, it's
It
baffling. Like,
doesn't make sense.
because this guy raped women in his basement.
And now we're supposed to be on his side?
Like this is not possible. Like,
No.
with Terminator though, that's understandable. Like, because he didn't do like anything like horrible. Like,
Mhm.
because he was more of a villain in the first film, but
Yeah.
then in 2, that's when he became the hero. And
Hmm.
you understood why. It wasn't like, okay, like you forgot about what happened, so let's make him the hero now.
Right.
Because that's the thing I loved about James Cameron back in the day. He did not treat his audience like idiots. Like,
I hate when movies do that. Like they have to like spoon feed you. It's like, no, we can figure it out.
that's what because that's what some kids movies did. But that's what some kids movies did. They treat kids like they're stupid.
Yeah. It's
The
not cool.
Emoji Movie. God, the Emoji Movie. Like, that movie
Yikes.
just treats kids like morons.
Isn't it just like a giant ad for like I've never seen it, but I heard it was just like an advertisement.
It was just an excuse to just get the most product placements, like in regards to
Yeah.
apps and games and everything like that. Like, it's just an
Like, no,
excuse.
thank you.
And then the moral of the film is text more often. It's like, no, no. You're treating kids like idiots.
Yeah. That not cool.
I mean, with the Sonic films, they don't treat kids like idiots. Like,
No.
they actually are respecting to kids.
Right. It's like kids are people too. Like they're growing.
I mean, even the Super Mario Brothers movie, they don't treat kids like idiots.
No.
Like,
It's a perfect
like,
example.
like they have, like, it has good messages within it. I mean, even though, yes, they're very basic messages, but
It's
they
still
work.
better than like bad messaging.
Like, it does, like, it's not bad. Like, it still works for the film's favor because it's like kids are going to go see this.
Right.
So, I remember seeing the Emoji Movie at the drive-in before Spider-Man: Homecoming. Oh God, no.
It's a weird combo. I've noticed that like the drive-in, their like combos are always so weird. Like at my local drive-in, they're showing like the Little Mermaid and then the Boogeyman. It's like, what?
Weirdest one was for me though. It was with it was the weirdest one. Like, I didn't stay for both, obviously, because I was really, really young.
Yeah,
Um,
they're
um,
late.
it was with the Smurfs and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. A really
So
weird combo. Like, but a good combo is Ghostbusters and the Karate Kid. Like, that's a good combo.
yeah,
I didn't get to stay for the Karate Kid, but I stayed for Ghostbusters.
I guess it makes sense because if kids are there, obviously they're not probably gonna stay for like the midnight showing, so they leave. But
Well, and
it's
not
still
just that.
funny.
I didn't want to be up until like 1 a.m. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't want to get home at 1 a.m. because it was
that's
like,
too late. Like I feel like a grandma now. Like I gotta be in bed. I can't stay awake
yeah,
anymore.
I don't know. Like, I still want to be able to do like late night double features, like first going to the showing like early in the night. Obviously, like I go like it's 7 o'clock or something like that,
Yeah,
and then go to like a 9 o'clock showing. But then I'm gonna come out very tired.
right. It's tough.
That's
Like it's good in theory, but then you get sleepy.
That's why I didn't go to the Friday night showing of John Wick Chapter 4. I waited until Sunday afternoon because I did not want to walk out of that movie tired.
Right. Because it kind of like puts a damper on the experience, like when you're tired.
Yeah, because that movie's almost 3 hours long. And it was like, I do not want to walk out of it so tired. Like, like
you gotta be, in the right mindset.
Like, or what's another one? Like there. I think that's also kind of why I saw. Well, I didn't really. Oh yeah, like I saw Shazam 2 on a Sunday, and well, the reason why was because it was crappy weather where I was at when it came out, so I had to go on a Sunday to go see it. But at the same time, I also did not want to walk out tired. Because,
Right.
again, like, I mean, but with something like Super Mario Brothers and Renfield, I don't even have to walk out of them tired. Like, I actually feel good walking out of them.
Yeah, you leave those movies feeling probably more energized than, when you came in.
Exactly, because you have so much fun while watching them.
Yeah.
I mean, Renfield especially, like, oh my goodness. Like,
That was a blast.
like, were there like, honestly, I don't know if you're the same with this, like with what I'm about to say, but there were so many moments, mostly during the action, where I could not stop laughing. Like,
Yeah.
I could barely hold in my laughter. Like, mostly speaking on the motel fight scene, I could barely hold
That
in my
was
laughter.
crazy.
Like,
I feel
I
like
was
that's how I was too.
like, I was laughing so hard, like, to a certain degree, where it was like, even if they kicked me, even if they were to escort me out, I wouldn't have cared. Like,
It was worth it.
because thankfully, it was just me and 3 other people, so I didn't really have to worry about it.
Right. That's good.
But if it was just me by myself, I'll be like, this is perfect. Like, I'm gonna laugh as loud as I want without even caring.
There you go.
Like, I mean, the second time I saw Evil Dead, I actually had the entire theater to myself. Like,
Oh, that's awesome.
and ironically, I saw it on Mother's Day. Like, I saw it on Mother's Day.
That's a good movie to see on Mother's Day.
Yeah, but again, I went by myself. I didn't really want to take my mom to see it.
Yeah, that might be a lot.
That's just a bit too much, I would say.
A little bit. Mommy's with the maggots now,
Eeny, meeny, miny. Ew.
So scary.
Duh. Like,
she was like, oh, so good in that part.
Yeah, I mean, Alyssa Sutherland, like, that's the definition of creepy.
Yeah.
Like if you want to talk about, like, creepiest performance of the year, like that, like, if there was an Oscar for that, she's getting it. Like,
oh, I wish there was. Oscars hate scary movies, but that would, like, she deserves something.
I mean, hey, there should be a nomination for best practical effects using horror films.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one would have taken that home last year, because there was actually quite a bit of good horror films that used practical effects with gore. I mean, obviously there was Scream 5, there was X. I don't know I think Pearl did use practical effects.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scream, X, Pearl, Terrifier 2, yes.
Yeah.
I think it would have went to Terrifier 2, because it actually uses the most practical effects.
Yeah.
Like, and in the most disturbing of ways. Like, if you guys know what scene I'm talking about, you know.
Yeah, we need to expand the Oscar nominations.
Yes. Like,
there needs to be some new categories.
I don't know if there was, but I feel like a lot of the gore that was used in Cocaine Bear was actually practical effects. It did look practical. Like, it didn't really look like CGI blood.
Yeah.
Like,
but was practical.
But obviously with Renfield, it was CGI blood.
But I still don't think it looked cheap.
Because, face it, the movie was made for $65 million.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a pretty hefty budget.
Yes. And the movie didn't even make $50 million, which I think is stupid. Yeah, thanks guys. So yeah, we're not even gonna get a sequel. So good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Because honestly, with the way that Renfield ended and just zooming in on Dracula's blood, like they use that as a way to bring people back to life, and I was like, that's an awesome plot device.
Yeah.
For sure. And the way that they wrap it up, I'm like, where's the sequel? I want a sequel.
Right.
Like, I mean, usually I don't really ask for that in movies anymore. Like, where's the sequel? But
But like sometimes, yeah,
like they
movies come
warrant
around and
they
you want
warrant
more.
a sequel.
Yeah.
Like Megan's getting a sequel. I mean, the way that first one ended, I was like, makes
I'm
sense
ready
why
for
we're getting a sequel. Like,
I need a whole like army of Megans. Like something
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, just give me the sequel already. Like,
Yeah.
and we're also getting a sequel to Violent Night. We're already getting a sequel.
Wow.
Like a month after I think it was after a month the film was released that it was confirmed that we're getting a sequel. Like,
That's
and
pretty crazy.
I mean, it made enough money on a $20 million budget, so
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to.
so I was like, you know what? Make your sequel. Give us a franchise. Like,
Give us what we want.
exactly. Because I mean, I know they're not gonna make a sequel. I mean, obviously, it'd be kind of pointless to make a sequel. But honestly, with the way that Cocaine Bear ended, I honestly would not have minded a sequel. Like,
We can have like different animals, like
yeah, just
cocaine
have it
shark.
like, oh god, Cocaine Shark. That
We
looks
probably already
cheap.
have a cocaine shark.
That's on Tubi. It looks very cheap.
Oh,
Like,
it's a thing? Okay.
yeah, it looked very cheap. Like,
Oh, I bet.
I'd rather watch Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Or if they're gonna make like a drug animal cinematic universe, give us a meth gator next. Like,
Meth gator.
I mean, that is a thing. So
That's hilarious.
I mean, it is an actual thing. So I mean,
And
come
because
on.
cocaine bear was an actual thing, so we can kind of like
Yeah, I mean, what's it?
it.
We're trying to think of like, and I'm not trying to get myself down here. But I am trying to think of like other drugs that actually would work for like certain animals. Just go on a full on rampage.
The
Like,
catnip cat.
the cat did cocaine.
Wait. Oh, we are on the same page.
Yes, I would have. Like, it would actually honestly would be hilarious to see what is it a dog doing cocaine. Like, that actually would be kind of funny.
Like house animals.
Yeah, dude. But obviously with a turtle though, that'd be too much. Like, it wouldn't even do anything.
Cocaine turtle.
Like, it would just be stupid. Like, trying to think of another good one. But with obviously a fish though, that would not work. Like, a fish would not.
Goldfish.
Or cocaine blowfish.
That makes more sense. Boom. Good idea.
I had to think about that because
But
yeah, but there's so many like different animals you could do with that concept. Like, there's so much you can do with it, but it's like, don't do it to a degree where it's like you don't care. Like,
right.
Like, you actually have to put some care to it, actually have some fun with it.
You can't get lazy.
Yes. Yes, very much so. I just don't like it when they just take itself so seriously, when it's like, you can't take it seriously. You just can't.
Right. Like, you gotta be a little silly.
But then people just like take the movie so seriously when it's not meant to be taken seriously.
And then they discredit it and they're like, oh, this sucks. It's like, yeah, because you went into it expecting something different.
Like honestly, how would Cocaine Bear be if it was just the bear killing people the whole time? Like,
right.
It would get so repetitive to a certain degree where I'm like, I'm bored.
And you wouldn't have that extra plot device, you know, like.
And also, you wouldn't get as much laughs out of it, like.
Yeah.
Especially like with the human characters. Like, the human characters honestly did kind of make the film funnier. Like,
I think so.
Like, I mean, hey, like Alden Ehrenreich and O'Shea Jackson Jr. were funny.
So funny.
Like, I mean, of course, Ray Liotta. Like,
yeah.
Again, I just love that. You left him with me. Do I look like Daddy Daycare Center to you?
It's so funny.
Like, just the way he delivers that line. It's
It's
like,
the delivery, yeah. It's so funny.
yes. And again, rest in peace.
Rip.
I miss Ray Liotta every day. Like,
Yeah, that's a big loss.
even during the Oscars, like when they were going through some in memoriams, they actually showed Ray Liotta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I was like, oh, God, now I miss him even more. Like,
so sad.
He was taken from us too soon. Like, even though he was in his 60s when he passed, I do think he's
that old. Like, that's not even.
I still think he was taken from us too soon. Like,
definitely.
Because seriously, it's like he deserved to live for a little bit longer. Like,
yeah, 60. That's pretty young.
Let me. I'm looking on Cocaine Bear right now on Letterboxd. I'm just gonna look really quick. Let's see, 1954 to 2022. So that's about 67 years old. I think he was 67 when he passed away.
67 or 58, yeah, depending on when his birthday is.
His birthday was in December.
December. Oh, okay. So.
And he passed away in May last year.
Oh, okay. So 67.
So it's still not.
Yeah, that's young. That's not.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he passed away the day before Top Gun Maverick was released. That makes it even more sad. Like,
that's sad.
But thankfully he was able to finish Cocaine Bear before he passed. So
yeah.
Because if he couldn't finish, like if he died like in the middle of production, like that would have been even sadder. Like,
yeah. Because he got to see it, right? Like, was that out or did he die?
It wasn't even out by the time he passed. Like,
oh,
I wish he was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But out of the movies on Letterboxd, like that's in the top 3 most popular that he's in, which is good.
Oh wow!
Because let's see, his top 10 like that are most popular on Letterboxd are Goodfellas, obviously.
Yeah.
Marriage Story, Cocaine Bear.
Oh my gosh, I love Marriage Story.
And then you got Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
And then The Place Beyond the Pines, which is another great movie.
Ooh, Ryan Gosling, another good actor.
B movie, for some reason.
B movie?
He could have put Field of Dreams up there. Hannibal. I actually forgot he was in Hannibal. Hubie Halloween. Did you see Hubie Halloween?
I did.
I did not watch that movie. I didn't even bother.
Like, I didn't like it. It was so stupid.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
Killing Them Softly. Super underrated movie. No one talks about that one. Killing Them Softly.
Yeah. What? Oh, okay,
also got
Brad Pitt,
Richard Jenkins, and also James Gandolfini, Ray Liotta, okay. Scoot McNairy, and Ben Mendelsohn's also in this. Really underrated movie. Let's see. Identity.
I love Identity. He's so good in that.
Identity is so twisted. Like,
it's so, talk about a twist.
Literally, like that twist, I was like, where did that come from? Like,
I love it.
And
more of that.
And then Steven Soderbergh's No Sudden Move. It was fine, but I mean the cast was the cast like the cast that he got for that movie. Oh my god! You got Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, David Harbour, John Hamm, Ray Liotta,
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser, Kieran Culkin, Bill Duke, Noah Jupe. Like,
That's a lot of. That's a stat cast right there. Julia Fox.
yep. And obviously, this was before Brendan Fraser's real comeback
Yeah.
with The Whale. Like, and finally he won an Oscar. Like, finally.
It was such a beautiful moment.
And his speech,
Chef's kiss.
it just goes to show how much I love that man. Like,
he's so wholesome. I love him.
Yeah, just like honestly, after that big comeback, I really just want to see him do more dramatic movies like that. Like,
yeah,
because he's perfect for that role. Like,
yeah, he really is.
Oh God, no! The tears are coming in.
Oh no!
Not again.
Think of Blood and Honey and Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
You got lucky.
Sorry.
God, I hate those two movies so much. Not talking about The Whale. The Whale's great.
Of course not.
Because if I said I hated The Whale, that'd be kind of sacrilege to some people.
Blasphemy.
So, but you're lucky. I don't hate it. It's a great movie.
Yes.
Yep, so you're
Love
good.
The Whale.
But if I were to say that I hate, like, the one that'd be like most shocking though, if I said I hated it, would be the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, you'd be shocked if I hated it. Like,
that would be crazy. Maybe in like a parallel universe or something.
I don't think in any universe I would hate that movie. Like,
nah.
It's too easy for me to love that movie. Like, it's too easy.
Yeah.
Because, well, and obviously the biggest reason is nostalgia.
Right.
Big Mario fan, so of course the film was going to offer me nostalgia, and it did.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to mess that up.
But I know they didn't reference a lot, like quite a bit of Mario games in the movie. There was some Mario games that were missing from that.
Yes.
So I think they're saving some of that for the sequel. Yeah. Like obviously Super Mario Galaxy they're gonna save for the sequel, or maybe even the third movie if the second one does well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
Oh, give me Dr. Mario. Give me that. Give me some Dr. Mario. I would seriously
where they go with this.
Yes, because I mean the movie made $1 billion in box office return. Like,
that's crazy. So there's like 5 sequels on the way. And
it was on $100 million budget. Like,
that's crazy. That's a lot of profit.
Yeah, but unless you're Fast and Furious and you make your previous film for $340 million. Yeah. Seriously, Fast 10 cost $340 million to make.
Like, why? That's crazy.
When clearly that Renfield only made $25 million worldwide box office, and I was like, screw you guys. Like,
I know. People need to get out, go to the theater.
Well, I kind of feel like it made sense though why it bombed, because it came out like in between 2 really big movies, like between Super Mario Brothers and Evil Dead.
That's true. The timing was not great.
That's also why Dungeons and Dragons bombed, was because it came out in between John Wick and Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Even though
like it's sandwiched in.
Exactly, but the thing I'm happy about is that it at least made a little bit more than its budget worldwide, but it still didn't make enough money.
Yeah,
which I'm very sad about, because I wanted to see a sequel. Like,
I know. Well, never say never.
Yeah, but hey, at least I still got this, and I'll be happy that I can watch it over and over again.
There you go.
Because I actually was because I was really excited for this movie when the trailers were released, and then I I give my money to the theater to go see it, and I walk out having a good time. Like I just want people to support movies like this. Like,
yeah, like not just the big like franchise movies, you know,
or any like the big superhero movies, something like that.
superhero. Yeah, like there's
Like,
more than that.
Like, just give your money to someone like this so we can actually get more. Like,
exactly.
Like,
That's
hold
how
on.
it works.
Like, grab it. Oh, there it is. Like, what if this movie did not do well right here, we would not be getting Shrek 5. Like,
exactly.
And this movie made a bunch of money at the box office. It made bank.
Yeah.
And I was like, good.
Well
this
deserved.
Is the movie that, like, this one deserved to make money. Like,
yep.
Like, because I mean, I know Avatar made $2 billion, but it was like, guys, slow down a little bit with the James Cameron stuff. Support this movie.
Yes.
Support the
good stuff.
Yes, and I saw this movie in theaters twice, so that goes to show you how dedicated I was to seeing this movie. Like,
I will say, the first time I watched it, it was the night I had to put my cat down. It was very sad, and then I went to Target, and I was like, I feel like watching this movie will make me feel better. And I couldn't find a 4K at Target, so then we went to Walmart. I found the 4K because I was like, I need the 4K. Popped it on, and it like was so cathartic. It was such a good watch, like because it dealt with obviously like the 9 lives and all that, and it was very good for my soul.
Yes, and not just that, not just is this movie great. This movie looks beautiful it looks amazing on 4K. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you're gonna get any animated film on 4K, get this one. And
it's gorgeous.
And not just this one, also get the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, I just watched I watched it twice on 4K, and it looks amazing on 4K.
I need to watch it soon.
It looks so good. Like,
I can't wait.
The animation pops even at home. Like, it looked great on the big screen, but it was like, you watch it at home, like even on a big 4K TV, it's like, it still works.
Yeah. Like all the colors and everything. It's just so good to look at.
And on the front of my bedroom door, like, obviously it's closed right now, so you can only see the back. But on my front bedroom door, I actually have a poster for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
And luckily Walmart had one.
Yeah.
Like, I went in there, I was like, where's the Mario poster? Where is it? Found it, and then I was like, taking it home.
See, Walmart has they had Puss in Boots 4K in my time of need. They had your Super Mario poster,
exactly. And then and they had Renfield when I needed it. So
oh yeah, you know who didn't have Renfield? Target. Because I went to get it and I'm like, what the heck? It was online only.
Fuck them.
I know. So mad.
I mean, I think Best Buy has that one.
They should, yeah.
Because I know one of my buddies did a Blu-ray hunting video, and they did have, and their Best Buy did have Renfield. Okay,
I gotta check Best Buy.
But my Walmart did have Renfield, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
Because when so I was mainly going to get some deodorant, but then my parents were getting some other stuff, so after I got my deodorant, I immediately went to the back.
Yeah.
I just walked back there, and then I saw the Blu-ray, and I was like, oh, it's the last one. Taking it.
See, I like going and actually picking it out in person versus getting it online, because you never know.
And also, I don't, and plus I don't always look online because it's it could be very, very misleading. It's like, oh, it's out of stock, but then it's like you go in there, it's like, it's here.
It's right there, exactly. It's never 100% accurate.
Exactly, and you do not know how happy I was when I found this. I immediately snagged it.
Cart, yeah.
I had to pick it up, and the funniest thing was it actually took a little while for the cashier to actually get this out of the Walmart security cases that they have.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like a
even
whole
had to
process.
like it doesn't usually take long for the other ones, but this one actually took a little while. And then I made this joke like, nah, Dracula does not want to come out of his space.
The power of Nicolas Cage.
Like, like, I'm not coming out to my case. I deserve only suffering. Like,
Oh my goodness.
yes, I mean again, when you see Nicolas Cage as Dracula, you basically are going to be expecting a comedy. Like,
Yeah.
so again, I don't understand why people hate this movie.
I don't either. I mean, like, I don't know.
Like, I know every movie is going to have its haters, but it's like, it's with this one, Cocaine Bear, and Super Mario Brothers, where it's like, I don't get it.
Like, what did you expect?
Like, I mean, and plus, when you look at this film, like, it isn't just a comedy. This is an action movie. Like,
Oh, for sure.
it's pretty much an action movie. Like, when you really look at the fight scenes, it's like, it's an action movie.
Yeah.
And again, some of the funniest action sequences I've ever seen in my life. It's so funny.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And again, elaborating on my point on this, like when I watched this again recently, like I was watching it in Movies and Trains, who was in our group chat.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched it with him, I was like, there was no way they could use practical effects with this one thing right here. Like after he stomps on a guy like who's halfway down the rail,
Mm-hmm.
and he stomps him down and his body explodes.
Right. Like how do you do that?
How can you do that using practical effects is what I'm trying to say. Like,
crazy.
Like, you can't do that with practical effects because, again, logically speaking, you would have killed him.
Exactly.
Like, so of course you were going to have to use CGI blood.
Yeah.
Or even like look at how sharp, like, even like when he just mauls those people down in the I guess you could call it therapy circle.
Oh yeah, the support group.
The support group. Thank you. That's what it was. Like, look at how sharp his nails are. Like, it's like if you scratch them like in real life, they probably would have died. Like
they would have just bled out.
They would have bled out and got so lightheaded they probably would have died. Like, so it's like it made sense why they use CGI blood.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't, like I said before, like it doesn't look like it doesn't look like cheap CGI. You know, like I thought it looked fine.
Like it actually looks like they cared.
Yes.
Like, and plus, again, when you get a movie with a movie like this with Nicolas Cage, you got to be expecting a B-rate movie. Like,
right.
I'm just sick of people complaining, just saying that that the gore just comes off extremely B-rate. Like, the movie is B-rate. Like,
that's not a problem.
It is a B-rate movie. Like when I saw like the priest's body explode in the beginning, I was like, oh, I know what movie I'm in for. I'm gonna love this.
Right.
Like,
you just gotta.
And
go
also another complaint I don't really understand. Like, I do agree with the mob subplot. I do feel like it was definitely unneeded because it was like it kind of got in the way.
A little bit, yeah.
But Ben Schwartz was still funny. Like,
yeah, I love him.
He was so freaking funny. Like, afternoon, officer, and then shit, I'm out. Drops the guns. You think I need guns to fuck you up? And then Aquafina comes out with a shotgun, and he's like, "The fuck."
Whoops.
And then the big battle between Renfield and Teddy Lobo. When he gets the bug, he does like a big Mortal Kombat kick on Teddy. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Because he kicks him, and then it breaks every single bone in his body. Like, and then he vomits and craps blood. Like, how is that even possible?
Like, and how do you not enjoy it's a fun movie.
And again, and also that blood was also CGI. Like, again, if you use practical effects with him vomiting and crapping blood,
That would be, yeah. Like
he
sometimes,
probably
like
short again. You would have had someone die on set. Like,
unsafe work conditions.
I like how Chris McKay actually did care about the people he was working with. Like,
Yeah. It's
because
refreshing.
like, it was so funny. Like the way he just kicks him, like he gives him a power kick, and it's just like, like.
So ridiculous.
But the movie knows it's supposed to be ridiculous.
Exactly. So it works. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people just morally look at this as like, oh, it's Nick Cage playing Dracula. This is Renfield's story. Like,
yeah, like Nicholas Holt, like that's the main character,
Nicholas Holt.
you know?
Like, this is his story.
Yeah.
Like seriously. I mean, I know Dracula's bigger, but look at this. Renfield is front and center on the cover.
Look at his face.
He's like, what are you gonna do to me?
Right.
Like,
He's scared.
because he worked for Dracula for 90 years. Like,
It's a long time.
yeah. Like, what would you do if you had to work for Dracula for 90 years, but you did not age one single bit? Like, that's the $1 million question right there.
Right. That would be tough.
I honestly would have done everything that Renfield did. It's just look for a better life.
Yeah. For sure.
Where it's like, I want to be able to feel happy. I want to be able to have someone I'm in love with, you know?
Yeah.
And actually just feel free for once.
Right. Not like you're, trapped and
just having to work for like the most cruel boss in history.
right. Like that's awful. Like for eternity. Nobody wants to do that.
But I do want to point out that the makeup that they used on Nicolas Cage for some of those scenes with him as Dracula,
yeah,
that was practical makeup. So
oh yeah,
it was
really good.
Like, and some people say like, go Evil Dead with the gore, and it's like, guys, this is not Evil Dead.
Right, like you want to watch Evil Dead, watch Evil Dead. Like this is something else.
Like, this is way more comedic than Evil Dead. Like,
yeah,
even though Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness are certified comedies, this takes the comedy to a whole nother level.
Right, like it's a comedy, like I'd still say like the Evil Dead movies are obviously like horror, as their main. I mean, Army of Darkness is, questionable.
that is a certified comedy.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like people go into stuff expecting other movies. It's like, then go watch those movies, like why do you want the same thing?
I hate it when they do that. It's just like, guys, you're setting yourself up for too much expectations. Like, you're
setting yourself up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the truth.
I was thinking about like with the Black Phone sequel coming up. I'm actually hoping it's a backstory of the grabber. Like instead of it just being a continuation of what we got from the first movie, because honestly, there's no way the grabber could survive what happened to him. Like,
no,
he got his neck snapped. Like,
yeah, I do want to know like more about like, because obviously the Black Phone, it's more focused on the victims and the kids, obviously, but
you have the grabber as more like a side character, like
yeah.
But with this one, I kind of want to know why he became the way he was with kidnapping kids.
Right. Like, how did that come to be?
Like maybe like a tragedy happened, or maybe like he had like abusive parents, something like that. Like
something. The villain origin story.
But actually make it so we still can't root for him. Like,
oh yeah, like don't make him like redeemable.
Because if you make him redeemable, you're making a wrong move.
Yeah.
Don't go Sinister. Don't go Sinister 2 on us, like.
Oh,
because serious, like. I still think Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill, the writers of the first one and the Black Phone, regret actually writing that movie.
Probably.
They wrote it, like.
Yeah.
I'm sure they regret writing it because of how bad that movie was.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it wasn't even
There's
about the
no
Sinister. Like, I feel like the studio behind it was just like, let's just make a thriller where it's not even about the Sinister. Let's just make it about this lady just trying to escape her crazy ex. That's
Yeah.
it. Move on.
It's like, okay, then don't make it Sinister 2. Like, make it something else.
Maybe just call it Escape from My Ex or something like that. Like,
Right. My crazy
don't.
ex-husband. There you go.
There you go. Escape from the Crazy House. Like, there's that.
There we go.
So
that can be the sequel.
Yeah, that's what it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a Sinister sequel, because it does nothing but offend people like us who love the first film. Like,
yeah,
like you take one of the scariest movies ever, and then you make a sequel out of it, having horror sequelinitis, I guess you could call it, where it's like they think they can go bigger and they can do something better,
and they fail.
They fail horribly. Like,
yeah,
Sinister 2. Oh god. It's terrible. One of the worst horror sequels ever. Like, I would say that.
That's fair.
I mean, it's not the worst though, but that does not mean it's not terrible.
Yeah, right.
Because it's still bad. Because I mean, I thought so, like at first, like when I saw it on some people's worst lists, I was like, "Are you guys really exaggerating?" I watch it,
I'm always a little skeptical.
Like I watch it, and then I'm like, "You guys were not exaggerating. This was bad."
Yeah.
Like this was bad.
Bad.
Like I'm trying to think of another one where oh yeah, when my buddy Zach Goller reviewed Children of the Corn, the 2023 Children of the Corn that was on Shudder. I kind of thought he was exaggerating his hate. I mean, I thought a lot of people were exaggerating their hate. I was like, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, oh, this was bad. This was bad.
It's almost like impressive how bad something can be.
Like, this is actually that bad. Mm-hmm. Kill me now. This is actually bad.
Yeah.
Like, there are just some movies that just come out, and I just think that they're a total joke. Like,
yeah, it's like, why?
Like, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey just looked like a total joke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an actual movie. It's an actual movie that exists, and I don't know why it exists.
Crazy.
I mean, seriously, why does a movie like that exist?
I wish I knew. Oh, duh, money. I don't know. I'm like, it's almost 11:30 over here. I'm like,
yeah, I know, but it's like, so I was like, money. So it's like,
yes,
of course they want to make money, because you know when it's Winnie the Pooh, it's going to cause interest around the public.
Mm-hmm.
Not just with critics, but audiences. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I still don't know why this is acceptable. Like,
it should be
as horror fans.
Right, like, do better.
Like I know it was made that when it went to free domain, but honestly, if I was still close enough, honestly, I would have sued them. Like, for how bad the movie was. Like, for all their box office return, like I would just sue them.
Yeah.
Because it's a crime for how bad it was. Like, if you want to make a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, fine. But just be aware that it's a bad idea.
And like, if you're gonna do it well. like
make it like Friday the 13th. Like, make it fun and stupid.
Right. Like, you can make a movie that's like so bad it's good and it's still enjoyable to watch.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, seriously, like with like look at Friday the 13th 6. It's so stupid. And it's exactly where the franchise needed to go.
Mm-hmm.
But and then they're just like, let's take the most serious plot points of Friday the 13th, like with part 5 or something like that. And it's just like,
Right.
go, like, get out of here.
A big F you.
Actually, no, not just a big one. Double.
Double. 2 of them.
Yeah, this is to you. With all due respect, Jagged Edge Productions.
Oh,
that's
I'm, like,
for you.
trying to point to you. There we go.
Like, that's to you for Jagged Edge Productions. I know I do that too much, and it might get me demonetized, but I do not care. I only do that if it's for. I only do that for deservedly so
if
reasons.
it deserves it, exactly.
Yep. But guys, we've been going on for a very long time already. It's almost been 3 hours. But,
wow.
But you know what? It was worth it.
It was. Getting a little slap happy, but it's all good.
Absolutely. And thank you, everybody that came in the chat tonight. You know who you are. Movies and Trains, Zach Goller. You guys know who you are. Shout out to all of you. And thank you, Lily, so much for coming back on the channel. It was a real pleasure having you back on. Thanks for having me again. Absolutely. And again, this is not the last time that you'll see her on the channel. So that is a threat. Like, don't worry, guys. You will see her back here. So no worries. So yeah, again, thank you so much for being here, and let everybody know where they can find you, my friend. Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Lil Loves Film, and I'm on Letterboxd at Lily Blasco. If you need the spelling, I'm sure it's somewhere down below. I mean, I still haven't made a YouTube yet. Maybe that'll happen someday. I don't know. I'm lazy. I do see it happening, though. I mean, it's potentially could happen. Yes. So yeah, go follow her on Instagram. Go follow her on Letterboxd. She deserves your support. And why not subscribe to my channel as well and tap on that bell. Hit that thumbs up as well. And of course, stay tuned for more content. Of course, hitting my channel. Of course, more episodes of the show. Of course, traditional movie reviews. And of course, more watch-alongs coming up. Which our next one, I can't announce this now, is going to be for Goodfellas, the classic Martin Scorsese mob movie. Fun. So, and then let's see it. Other ones I got planned. I definitely want to do Orphan and Orphan First Kill. So, want to join? Yeah. Like, yeah, I would. Those movies. So, I mean, I had to think. Like, I knew I was gonna try. I was gonna want to get you on for both. So it was like, I got to do it. Yes. So that would be so fun. And yeah, I mean, I'm potentially thinking about doing Renfield and Cocaine Bear, but those will probably be up when I start doing the polls again on my Instagram. Okay. So like for the viewers to pick the watch-alongs that we do. So. Oh, fun. So. I love that. We'll see. I mean, it didn't span out too long for last year because I mean we had to do the Halloween watch-alongs building up to the new one. And we had to do that like twice a week, and it was like, that's God, lot. It was a lot of work. Like, that's I mean, if you're thinking about like young kids' parents, that's not work at all. But I mean, it is work. Like, this is like for sure. Because like you're pumping out this content for people, like so this is technically work. Yeah, 100%. Like seriously, like I had to do them mostly twice a week, and it was like woof, like a lot to go through. Yeah. But guys, we are gonna head out for tonight, so we will see you all in the next one. Peace.